Here we are again, guys. This is going to be chapter 1 of our Middle-earth adventure with Zellie and darklee. Hope you enjoyed the first chapter. I know a lot of people have been listening to it, and a lot of people have been laughing and wanting to know what happens to the guys next. Last time when we left them, Lee was soaked through to the skin, sleeping naked in the stables outside of the Dusty Jug. People love the name of the pub, the Dusty Jug. They like the name. Zellie was sleeping in the vacant chambers that the guy who's been referred to as Ryder and Lee's character were going to stay in, but due to events that happened in the introduction chapter, they are not staying there now. So Zellie's staying in there. Last time, Zellie tried to do a quick search of the room to see if anything had been left or anything was out of place. She couldn't discover anything that was out of place, but she was entitled to another search in the morning. Sheer exhaustion and sheer just like, wow, it's just been one of those kind of days. Hard gives her the opportunity to give her a search in the morning. Place is all nice and tidy. There's one dead body floating down the river. Well, yes, floating down the river. It's safe to say, in the several hours between when we left the playing characters and morning, curfew ends at dawn, by the way, guys. The body is now about 10 miles downstream. Incidentally, the okay, so he's drawing on the map.
Drawing on the map.
Drawing all over the map. Drawing all over the map. The map might change today, guys. So we're still in Tharbad. The storm has subsided. It is a clear sky outside. It is nice and sunny. You can see that the clouds have moved to the east. Sun has come up. It is much warmer today. And Lee, you are woken by the sound of people out in the food quarter, taking deliveries. Yes, in the food merchants.
Oh, what, in the courtyard bit?
Yes, in the courtyard. There's barrels being moved around. There's deliveries being made. There's people opening their shutters, and there is people moving around.
Right.
So you are the first one to wake up. It takes you a few seconds just to realise exactly where you are and to recall the previous night's events of your fight on the bridge, and what happened to your cart and to your horses.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zellie, you have just woken up. You remember that there is an early delivery today, but you're woken up by the people out in the courtyard, setting up with their trading tables and their barrow wagons and all that kind of stuff, as well as start pulling into the courtyard with its delivery on. Lee, you are in the stable.
Well, I'm gonna do a research.
You didn't do the perception search. Yep.
Can we use the roll I just rolled?
Can we use the roll? Let's roll. What? No. Where's it?
No.
No, you can't.
I saved here.
No, go. Roll it. Okay.
Roll.
That's brilliant. That's a good one.
But then now it's crap. I just rolled a nice roll.
This is what happens when you.
No.
I was gonna say this is what happens when you practice rolling. When you roll like 20, that's a better one.
See?
Yeah, but that's like 28 now, is it? That's
No.
just 28.
That's a T4. Okay, what is your let's have a look. Zellie's character sheet. Let's bring this
Perception.
thing up. Yeah, perception.
Is 17 plus
I hope
17.
my rolls are better.
17. Oh my god.
I was just warming up, guys. Don't worry.
Okay, Zellie. I don't know if you want to be told this like in private, or do you want Lee to know about what you discover?
Depends on what I discover.
Okay,
If it's just,
I'll tell you all by yourself.
I'll play
just
the
type
dice.
down what I get, I guess.
Wait,
Because if it's magical and awesome, you know, I want to keep it to myself for now.
Ah,
It's probably just money.
only do you
Leftover
kill
money.
bodies and dump them and rob them.
Okay,
Ooh.
so Zellie, you see
So
this.
shall I put this in my inventory?
Yeah, sure you can. Yeah, you find this on the. It looks as if it was on the bed and it's kind of slipped off the bed.
Okay, so I write this down.
It's a special nighttime thing, is it?
Can I look to see what kind of thing it is, or is it just that's what I get?
That's pretty much. It's made of this.
Has no stats on it, or what?
Yeah, that's a separate roll altogether, Zellie.
Ooh, I'll do that separate roll then.
That's what's made from. That's what you can. Yeah, it looks expensive. It looks old,
But I keep it to myself.
but it looks extremely new.
So a shiny old thing.
Yeah, shiny old thing.
Shiny old thing!
Shiny old thing. Yes,
It was looked after well.
extremely well. Well treasured.
Better return this to somebody.
But in her head, she really means sell it.
Fudge off.
You sell it.
Turn it into money.
Okay.
What's the roll to know what kind of thing it is? What's the extra roll then?
How are you going to perceive it?
Well, I want to know if it has a magical...
Okay, so have you got detect? You got essence. Is it essence ways? No, you haven't got. You got direct.
No, I'm a channeler. I don't have
Okay.
essence-y stuff.
Okay, if you got bone and muscle ways, and you got directed channeling.
Yeah,
So what's
and none of those can do what...
none of those whatsoever.
So another perception roll,
Another
I'm guessing.
perception roll, yes.
Come on, red die.
Ooh.
Oh, it was gonna be a 9.
There's got to be a 1.
51.
Oh, dear.
You do pick up something, but you don't know
Okay.
what it is.
So some magical, but some it doesn't have.
Lee, you're outside. You're putting your clothes on. They're not exactly dry, but they're not exactly soaking as bad as what they were.
Okay, well, fully clothed, I then emerge from the barn. Yeah,
You almost bump into the stable guy. You know, the
Okay.
stable lad.
yeah.
Yeah, stable lad sees you, sees the missing horses and the missing carriage. Yeah, and wonders
Yeah.
what. But admit it's odd. He says, "You are in the stable. You come out of the stable, and there is no horses and no carriage, no car.
Well, there's one horse.
There's one horse, but there's none of your horses, and there's none of
Yeah,
your caravan there. So
he's
something's not
pointing
right."
out that my horses aren't there. I'm going to turn around and say, yeah, you think?
Yeah, you think? I paid so much for that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So stable
think
lad's
I
kind
know?
of confused at the moment. One, what are you doing in the stables? And two, where are the horses and the caravan gone?
Look, get out of my way.
Just no time to explain. Just get
No
out of the
time
way.
to explain. I need to get straight into the, what is it? The hot, who? No, what was it again?
Dusty jug.
That was it, Dusty Jug.
Yeah,
Just
I
say
should
thank
know.
I say that I've got no time to explain to you. I need to get into the Dusty Jug. I need to find out where these people are going with my carriages and horse.
Okay. So basically, you just stare. You
I
just
got
look at
dressed.
this guy looks at you very blankly. The
take
stable lad
the-
looks at you very blankly. You look at the stable lad very blankly as well, as if to say, yeah, where do you begin? And just make a beeline for the entrance, the main entrance to the Dusty Jug. There's a guy pulled up in a cart into the courtyard, and he has, Zellie may remember, there was an early delivery today.
Yeah, I came down for the early delivery, all
Zellie,
dressed.
you come
and
down the
stuff.
stairs. The landlord is again reassessing the damage that happened in the previous night's little stoppy back. Yeah, and he's still yeah, okay, but he has seen worse. It has been worse, you know. There has been some crazy parties going on there over the years. He recalls a time when almost 20 dwarves passed through and drank him out of everything that he owns, and then refused to leave. He recalls that kind of a night. He thinks it was a dwarven birthday party or something like that. He wasn't sure what it was. Either or a wedding party. He can never remember, but he recalls it as being one of the worst nights he's ever had to live through.
Oh. Yeah.
The guy doing the delivery rolls one of the barrels in through the doorway of the Dusty Jug. He's got his head down and he's rolling it across the floor, and he gets halfway into the room, stops the rolling of the barrel, stands up and tries to straighten his back, because he's been doing this for a long time now. He's well into his 40s. He's really doing his back in, carrying these barrels around every day.
I know the feeling.
And and then his mouth drops open, and he sees that there's fewer tables and fewer chairs around the place. He turns to the landlord. He says, "Are you cutting like down on your hours, or was there a party you wasn't invited to?" Okay. Landlord kind of explains like something went down the previous night and a few things got broke and he's going to have to do some replacements and all that kind of stuff, and tries to explain to the best of his knowledge what exactly happened. Some old guy, a rider, some tables and chairs, a dwarf, some things got broken, and some city officials causing problems for him. Alright, so Zellie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna help the barman get the delivery in.
Okay, so Zellie, you collect the barrels one by one as they're being carried into the main bar area, and they're just being dropped down, carried in, rolled in, turned on the sides, stood upright, dropped on the floor, pretty much, and you just kind of half steering wheel them, roll them on their edge to an area behind the bar.
Yeah.
You pull out the empty ones, or the ones that are semi-empty, and then you hand them back over the bar to the delivery guy, who takes them back out and puts them on the cart. Lee,
Yes.
you see these barrels being moved in and out, being carried backwards and forwards, kind of thing, on this cart. And you see Zellie putting them behind the bar, and the landlord's kind of just wiping the bar down, giving it like a quick beeswax polish.
Okay, well, first thing first, I want to ask the guy who's wheeling the barrows in
Yeah.
if he might have seen a horse and carriage last night or earlier this morning.
No. Well, apart from the regular, just like people.
It would be a very distinct
deliveries.
carriage with a hole in the roof.
Hole in the parasol. Hey.
Hole in the parasol.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm upset about that. So he's no. Okay, then what I do is I ask if I can help take one in for him.
Yeah, he says you can grab that one there. It's, you
I-
should be able
I-
to manage that one.
Yeah, I roll it in, hopefully.
Roll for
Well,
perception if I recognise Lee.
Oh, you.
that's the idea. Try
Lee-
to hide my face. Yeah,
Lee-
I'm trying
yeah,
to hide.
Lee grabs one of the moderately sized, decent sized barrels, drops it down onto a flour sack, rolls it in through the cobble streets, over the threshold, into the drinking establishment, and rolls it over towards Zellie. Zellie, you bend down to pick it up, and you see Lee staring at you right in the face. Like, the first thing that goes through Zellie's mind is, oh, he's here to cause more problems.
He stinks.
Well,
Yeah.
that as well.
Wait, what the hell are you doing here? Yeah, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, is that to me? Yeah, yeah. So I
Because
heard
you caused
load of carriage.
problems last night. I remember your face. I don't forget.
Yeah,
a face.
Zellie remembers your face.
I don't
Yeah.
forget a face.
Yeah, but,
Okay.
Fair enough.
Zellie was kind
don't
of like in the
forget
corner when you were throwing things, like the tables and chairs and all the rest of it, towards in her general direction.
Yeah, and I threw
Yeah.
a bottle, which
She threw a bottle?
immediately
one I
caused you
slipped
to
on,
fall
yeah.
over.
Yeah, and then came a cup. So,
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
you,
well,
you
what-
do kind of recognise things you throw when you're throwing stuff at each other.
Yeah, well, I simply say I just need to know the location of those two people. They have taken my stuff and I need to get it back.
Okay.
Oh.
Lee
Alright.
wants his stuff back. Basically, that's the bottom line. Is Lee
Yeah,
wants his stuff back.
They
Zellie,
nicked it. They
you
left me
know-
for dead and nicked it.
Okay, right. So yes, Zellie, that basically Lee wants his
Aw.
stuff back. You think
Did
Lee's
he
there
get
to
stolen from?
Yes, lady, they did. Or yes, women, I should say.
Oh God.
I was gonna say, I was gonna like, you need to know proper etiquette. Really, I'm not a woman.
Are you
But-
not? Okay.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
Well, forgive me for assuming.
I don't mind a miss though. You can call me a miss.
Right, or miss. Either way, I need to know where those two have gone. I have a rough idea, but I need to know where they are.
You've just turned up. She doesn't even know that you spent the night in the barn.
Yeah, she's not going to know that either.
I'll just ask the stable boy.
You ain't going to ask him
So
directly, though, are
you
you?
basically just
No.
like. So Zellie's picking up the barrel, wheeling it to behind the bar, and lifting it back onto the shelves. It's like an under counter, near the glasses, getting an empty one, pulling it out, dropping it onto the floor, and wheeling it back. And you're wheeling it back to Lee. Lee now stood up.
Okay, stood up.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah,
Yeah, what? Yeah, you were saying, what was you saying?
dunno.
You were saying, oh yeah, I'm trying to get back my...
That's right, So I stood up, and so then has Zellie's character actually asked me all this stuff already? Or is it what's come through her head?
What the hell are you going... What the hell are you doing back here in the barn? You made a right mess last night, that's what I'm asking.
Big mess.
Yeah,
just
right
a little
mess.
bit.
I strictly recall.
The mess was not my
You-
intention.
Okay.
I'm sorry that it happened, but I am in a predicament that I've lost my stuff.
Well, if you're really... Oh,
No, I need to know roughly where those two.
wait,
have gone.
you lost your stuff?
I have. The old man took off the carriage after I helped him on it last night, and the other gentleman took my other horse.
Oh, so you're not buddies or anything?
I had never met them before until last night. The only reason I actually got into the fight is because there was 3-on-1, and that's unfair odds.
Alright.
And I do not feel.
Originally
Well,
still
if you
great.
do
What-
really feel sorry that you've made the mess in this tavern, can I ask for 2 gold, please?
What?
For all the damages you caused in the
2
bar.
gold. Okay, that's a bit. Yeah.
I'm afraid, my lady. 2 gold is. Two gold,
You
mate,
could have burnt
lady.
the place down
That's-
with
You know,
2 gold.
I could build my own cabin and hire you and the barman. You know, it's a bit of steep there, lady. It's, you know, maybe 2 copper, yes.
2 gold. You could have
Considering how much damage there has been,
Oh, God.
maybe if you're really that
Damage,
stingy for
not that-
money, I could turn it down to about 1 gold and 50 silver.
Right, this barrel is still sitting in the middle of the floor. The guy is like who's doing the delivery is looking at both of you, and you're arguing about gold pieces, and he just looks at you, looks at the room, and just thinks, "Yeah, I gotta get out of this business." Picks up the barrel and just leaves.
No, wait, no! No, we're taking this. Hi! No, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, you run after him, grab the barrel,
No, it's fine.
take the barrel off him, wheel it back, and put it onto the shelf.
Yeah.
Okay, right, he's left. He's gone. He's there. He's done his delivery. Adios. Bye bye. Gone.
Oh.
None of the regulars have turned up yet. This is still fairly early.
I
It's
lift,
very sunny outside. It's still wet on the ground, but it's not raining.
Right, see, I want to lift like a table up and a couple of chairs just around that table, and then sit on the chair at the
I still
table.
want to ask for at least 50 silver.
My lady, that is.
That's like
I have nothing on me.
50 silver's like 5 gold. Yes, for 2 golds. Now it's gone to 5 gold.
Yeah, my lady, I have nothing on me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if anybody
I'm
listening
gonna
to
Oh,
this,
guess
yeah,
that
I-
she
I
means
10
completely
five.
silver
forgot.
makes
Whoops,
1 gold.
whoops, whoops.
Okay, so
I need to
Zellie's
write
kind
it down in my head. I completely forgot that meant 50 gold. Fuck off.
5 gold. Yeah, 50 silver means 5 gold. So Zellie's just gone from 2 gold pieces to demanding 5 gold pieces.
Wait, where's my cheat sheet?
My cheat sheet.
Oh,
My
no,
God.
that
This
no,
is
I
where
had it
my
written.
character goes. You know, he's beginning to lose his patience now with this, sort of demeanish thing. It's like
You can see this
You-
happening. Yeah.
Sorry, I just really.
your bar would have been
I think-
attacked either way if I was not here.
The bar's perfectly intact, but like just the things
But
around
you
the bar.
assisted, and I. you.
Did you ask money for the last 2? Tell me the truth. I take your silence as a no.
That.
She just stands there with a stupid grin on her face.
No, no.
Okay, you guys are just
Well-
like Zellie, you're trying to like get some cash out of him to reimburse for the damages he's created. Although, I'm sure if he sat down and actually worked out what he did damage intentionally.
Well, for
What did I
one, you
damage?
injured a dwarf, and you broke
He's never
a
been
chair.
seen again since, by the way.
He's dead.
I think at least you should compensate
He's
for the
not dead.
dwarves. At least.
You could have compensated a dwarf.
And a
No,
chair.
what?
And the chandelier.
The
Which you
chandelier.
hit.
I didn't hit the chandelier. If you may recall, my lady, someone threw a
God
bottle.
almighty.
But
Okay,
if you
barman.
wish-
Like I say, the barman's come back now and he's seen you arguing about money for some peculiar.
I'm not arguing. I'm just discussing the
You're
fact
discussing
that
the fact that
he owes at least a bit of
he
money
owes
for the
you
damage he
some
done.
compensation of some sort. Barman doesn't really want to get into this kind of thing. He says, "What you doing, girl? The fire's not going to light itself." It's very
Oh.
important you remember that saying, Zaddy.
Huh?
It's very important you remember that bit.
What? I'm confused. What?
It's very important you remember him saying that.
The
What are you
fire?
doing, girl? The fire's not going to light itself.
Not going
She's writing it down.
to
God,
light
it's not that
It-
important, but it's important.
itself. Okay. But I
Okay.
forget, so I need to
Okay.
write it down.
Yeah, so yeah. It says, "What are you doing, girl? The fire's not going to light itself."
Oh, just at least sit. I tell Lee or this guy. At least just sit down.
Sit there, don't move.
Just don't obey the guy who's just told you to do something. Yeah, just
Just stay
ignore
here
him.
for a second while I light the fire.
I get up and I go and talk to the barman.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I do.
I'm not having this crazy chick sort of trying to get money
Not
out
a
of me.
crazy chick. I'm looking out for my job and my place to stay. They need money, damn it.
So, yeah, I go to the barman. I say, "You there? I was here last night. You may have remembered me. I'm the the one who threw the stool and
The one who threw the the freaking stool over at the dwarf.
my lady. That is no.
Fire.
Wow, she's got a mouth on her own. She.
I thought I calmed down from sleep, but apparently not.
Apparently not. No. The door opens. Zellie, you're clearing out the grate and clearing all the dead ashes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Clearing up the hearth. Although you did do a bit of good clearing last night, the fire since died out and just needs clearing out. The door to the tavern opens, and in steps a middle height female with a fur coat hood, and it looks like it's wolf skin. It's very heavy, very thick, and it's
Ooh.
also very wet.
What does she do?
She comes in, she looks around, sees Lee, like, try and have a conversation with the barman, catches your eye, and you see that she has a very, very light blue eyes.
Have I started the fire yet?
You're clearing it out, you're clearing it out. You've got a little dustpan and brush and a small little ash bucket.
Okay. What does she do next?
See, I'm obviously still trying to talk to this guy, finding out my stuff.
You're
if he
still
knew
trying to
any.
talk to the guy.
Yeah.
She looks around the place, sees that it's empty. It looks moderately clean. It's very brightly lit inside. The sun's coming through the windows directly now, so it's casting its the mosaic crisscross design of the windows and the lead-line windows out onto the actual floor and across the tables. In some instances, it's where it's used green glass and brown glass. It's casting those kind of colours across the floor as well, across the tables. She removes her gloves and they're exactly the same style and design as the hooded cloak that she's wearing, and she moves over to the bar.
Have I lighted the fire yet?
Alright, Zellie, yes, you're starting to get the fire lit. You're just piling an extra couple of
Roll
logs.
your dice.
Come on, no, it's fine. An extra couple of logs. You're trying to get an extra. You put an extra couple of logs on and just think, right, okay, that's enough. Stand up, dust your hands off. What are you gonna do?
Gonna go back to the bar.
Oh God! After all that, I'm going.
Yeah, I wanted to finish my thing first before going to the bar because I want to see who joined us. This woman.
Okay, you're going back to the bar. You're going back to the bar. You see Lee having a polite conversation with the barman.
Yeah, polite. See, polite.
Conversation with the barman, just talking about general trade and how busy does it get and
Let's hear this
stuff like
conversation.
let's hear this conversation.
I'll pick your conversation. Go.
After this conversation, so I'm going to assume the bartender asked me what I was doing here last night, and I'm going to say I was travelling through. I am a horse trader. Well, I was originally a horse trader, I should say. And
Kind of one of those rider guys.
yeah, well, you know, I had some stuff, and I've delivered it, and I wanted to make a bit more fortune to my name.
Oh,
So
well,
there's-
he says what you want to watch out for is for that new guy they put in charge of this town. What's his name again?
Yeah,
Grimmer or Grimer or something like that.
Oh, Grandma. Someone.
I believe I might have spotted him last night.
Oh yeah, he only comes out to the worst incidents, or when he wants money off you.
But I must admit, I was not with those two. I just felt it was unfair for that other
He
guy
says
to be
he
fighting
takes
in
some
the bar.
advice. He says if you take city guards come and go, but this Grimer guy came from from Isengard. He did. Yeah, came from Isengard. Oh, that's where he supposedly came from anyway. Collecting taxes. Got every weaponsmith in the entire city making swords and armor and stuff like that. And all he does is he's just shipping it south.
I see when I came in through the town, everyone seemed to be a bit wary of me.
No, we're wary of everybody these days. You never know what's going to be coming up next.
Yeah, like apparently we get a person who trashes bars.
Is this
Okay.
you telling my character
Yeah,
now?
having
is
this
it?
nice little polite conversation. The barman's just trying to inform you that this tax collector, Chancellor thing, who's running Tharbad and controlling everything, is now he's relayed the story that he has got all the weaponsmiths and all the armorers and all the bow makers and all the merchants and all the rest of it, basically packing stuff into crates and into barrels, and either sticking it on a ship or he's sticking it on a cart. He's stamping it with a seal of approval, so it can be exported, and it's all heading south. And somebody from the Isengard region, so the Rohan, Helm's Deep kind of area, kind of thing, and a lot of people say, oh, he was put in charge of this place by Saruman the White,
Quite a big deal.
patron for this kind of area.
And yes, I was saying as my character to you as politely as possible.
Okay. Well, I as Zellie's character has said that, then I will
Okay.
turn around to her and I've said, my lady, I am sorry for the trouble I may have caused you. I will obviously help rectify some of the
That's really
items, but it seems that you
that's
have
fine.
already done that.
The new girl turns to the barman and said, do you have any guests that might be waiting upon my arrival?
Oh,
She's only just caught on.
no, I already knew who it was, but I didn't realize I missed the cue to say something. Sorry, because I was drinking.
The bar.
By any chance, you were supposed to meet a kind of young burly rider dude, and well, I don't say dude, a guy, and a senior citizen with a weird hat.
Okay. So she hasn't quite heard them being described like that, like in that way before, but it's amusing. She says, yeah, we were supposed to meet last night, but she had to take a little detour. She got held up.
Oh, okay. No, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, she had to take a little detour. She got held up. But something held her up and she had to change her plans at the last moment. But they were supposed to meet here last night. By any chance are they still here?
Unfortunately,
I like
things
to
went.
butt in here.
Um,
As Zeddy's starting to say that, I say, well, fortunately, my lady, it looks like you and I have some conversation we need to have.
wait. But well, of course.
God.
This might be actually useful for you, considering you lost your horse. You said to the same people. I'm assuming, because I do had a request from one of them to warn that they wouldn't be able to stay here anymore, and that I believe they said they'd be going north from here. I think
they're both headed north.
yeah.
Okay.
And that I was supposed to take you to Rivendell.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, this is a complete surprise to her because she was supposed to meet these two people in this tavern, and she has important news for them.
I ask her to sit down so I can explain some bits that may have happened, and I want to tell her what happened when I met them and the guards.
Do you want drinks while we talk this over?
They might need them.
Oh my, you've been all nice to me now, you miss, my lady.
Well, this is going to be a long conversation. I think you would need a drink or two.
The barman is like, yeah, they're completely beyond him. He's just like, I've got some business to deal with. I'm going to take like last night's takings down to the bank.
Oh, okay. I'll deal with things here then.
Okay, so he's going to be away for about 20-30 minutes or so.
I'll look after the bar. And
Okay, he says, don't open up
yes.
to anyone else until he comes back.
Okay. I close everything.
Okay, yes.
I close the door, have everyone sit down and try to get a drink or two.
He says, don't open up until he gets back. He should only be about 30 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
What drinks do you like before we start?
Just
Like
beer, mead, whatever he's got on the tap.
But there's several things on tap that just taps in the side of a barrel, but
Just the cheapest you got.
the new lady who came in the wolf cape, with the matching wolf gloves, she will have a honey mead.
Alright.
Pretty
Alright.
expensive, innit?
Well, I know
just
mead.
feel it.
Normal mead is on the basic.
Zellie's now playing cocktail.
No, on the basic equipment and price table, it's 5 tin.
Yes.
Yeah.
But mead in Tharbad would probably be more expensive because
It
of
is.
taxes.
It is. If you take it to the next whole unit, so it'll be 1 copper.
So 1 copper, and what was Lee's drink cost? What does Lee's drink cost?
What, a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'll have the same.
You want the same?
Might as well.
Or beer.
Yeah, well, if you got beer, I'll have beer.
A beer is 2
Beer
tin. Well,
and
you
ale.
take it up to the full, so it's 1 copper as well.
They're both 1 copper. So
Yeah.
1 copper, yeah.
I'll just grab that and take a copper piece from each of
Okay.
them and put it in the.
Okay, she retires to the booth that the elderly, what we now assume would be a wizard, was sitting in.
Yep.
There's a wizard tower. Okay, so why is Eddie's character is out getting these drinks? I want to
Place is
explain.
warming up. She's taken she sees before she sits in the booth, she takes off her wolf skin cape and cloak. Yeah, I heard.
I know who she is.
Okay.
Okay, so she's taking a coat off and then she sits down.
You notice that she is of elven origin, Lee?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
In that case, then if I notice that, I want to say, well,
You
that's an
haven't
unusual.
seen it. You don't know who she is. She's just another
Just
female
another
elf to compare to another female elf, just like Zellie and this new woman could be side by side, and all you can say is just they're just elves.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fine. So yeah, I'll just say, oh, that's an unusual cloak you have, or coat, whichever one it was. The wolf-skinned head. Well, I'm picturing it with the head sort of on the
It's
shoulder.
not got
to
the
be
head
honest.
on it. It's literally just wolf skin. It's a silver wolf skin, but it has a hood.
With ears.
No, there's no ears or anything like that. But as it dries out, it grows lighter.
Oh.
Grows lighter.
Yeah, it lightens up. It was
Oh,
when she
okay.
came in, it was a very
Like really
deep
dark.
silver. Yeah, it was like a blue silver. And as it's starting to dry out now, it's starting to dry out because Zellie's lit the fire. It is turning into a white silver
Okay.
type. Yes.
So I want to say I've noticed this then.
Okay, you noticed that. She
yeah.
says it has a habit of doing that. Yes.
I want to explain
Misty
to her what
Mountain. That's
happens
Misty
here.
Mountain. It's fashioned from the wolf hides of the Misty Mountains.
Oh, okay.
Special. Yeah. It's crafted by the elves of Rivendell or Imladris.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Now, about your friends that you're meant to be meeting.
Here's the drinks.
Okay, drinks arrive. Oh my god, the drinks arrive.
And
Okay, she explains she's supposed to meet these two people. She was supposed to meet them last night. Unfortunately, she got held up. She doesn't say what held her up, but she says it's very important that she either gets a message to them or gets a message to somebody else who can get a message to them indirectly.
Right, well, I want to turn around now. I'll tell her about the entire incident in the bar.
You
and all that.
regale her about your ability to actually deliberately hit a dwarf in the face.
Yeah. I didn't mean to, no, it wasn't.
I assist in that description. Since I'm right by him now.
Look,
Okay.
things happened. He
Things went
should have
wrong.
ducked. He should have ducked.
He should have ducked.
Or moved out the way at
Okay,
least.
Okay.
Fair enough, but still, you literally threw and had really bad aim and threw it at it.
You try to explain in a roundabout way with like trying to make yourselves look like complete crazy people.
I think she's going to think I'm crazy after I tell her what happened to me.
About tell her about every night the previous night's of events. What happened? Okay.
I'm going to listen contently.
She's you've told her about everything that happened. Zellie, you're listening, so you now know about Lee's fight on the bridge. It didn't go very well.
Yeah.
Yes. How the fact that he actually lost his carriage. Really amused by the way how his carriage.
I don't say a thing except about the dwarf, and I'm just gonna let him tell the story.
Okay.
And I'm
So
like,
you now know everything that everything that happens. The parasol got destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how I saw them heading north up the road.
And you saw them just literally taking off. But Lee also mentions that they said stick to the plan. The old guy's heading for the Shire, and the rider is heading for Bree. When the woman hears that, she says, "We must get to Rivendell then. We can't stay. She can't stay in the city. She can't stay in the city. That she's got to get to Rivendell."
yes. That's what the rider, I believe his name was
Fred.
I believe he told me his name was. I don't know why I did a pause there. Sorry.
Did you write it down?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's right then.
Aragon.
Aragon. Okay. So she says, okay, so she says,
And
oh,
that
you,
he wanted
you
to
know
get-
Aragon. Did he
Yeah.
say anything? Did he say anything else? Did he leave any messages, or did he?
Only that he through our singing and we quickly talked before he had to go. He entrusted me with taking you to Rivendell, and I said I'll look
Oh.
out for her
Right. So
for this Erwin, and you must be this
okay.
Erwin. So
the plan is, you have to take her to Rivendell.
yes,
Right. Well, she suggests that they better leave now because 2 days behind her is a dark rider heading for the Shire.
A Dark Rider.
Yeah.
Do we know of these Dark Riders, or is
You've
that
heard
something?
of them through city talk and discussion and just like rumours and things like that, news that's been carried up and down the North Road.
Right.
But the Dark Riders have been known throughout the whole of history, especially in the Third Age, because they've been around since the Second Age, so that's about 4,000 years of storytelling.
Okay.
The Dark Riders are the Nazgul, the original human 9 kings that had the
Yep.
Rings of Power. And have been corrupted. And she's just told you, this is Arwen, daughter of Elrond.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just told you that she's returned from a trip at Minas Tirith, where she was meeting, she was having a meeting with the Steward of Gondor there. And she's on her way back. And on her way back, she was attacked, and she's been chased by one of the Nazgul. And since the Nazgul can only really travel during the night when they're strongest, and she kind of lost it using elven support and elven magic. She's managed to stay 2 days ahead of the Nazgul, but the Nazgul, she's learned since then, when she thought that the Nazgul was chasing her, is actually heading towards the Shire.
Oh.
Lady, are you saying this thing's after the old man?
Arwen was with the old man in Minas Tirith, talking with the Steward of Gondor.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
But what about my horse? What about my stuff? What's happened to my
Probably
stuff?
still
Where
with
the-
the
Aragorn's probably
woman,
got it.
man.
Aragorn, this guy called Aragorn's probably taken it with him to Bree.
They both probably took it to
Right.
Bree then.
Well, one's gone to Bree, one's gone to the Shire, but there is a Nazgul Dark Rider 2 days behind Arwen. Probably round about the gaps of Rohan at the moment. Heading their way, and will be there within 2 days, within 48 hours. He will be at Tharbad.
Well, my
And
lady,
he's
if
heading-
I had
he's
my
heading
cart, I
straight
would have
for the
offered a
Shire.
ride.
He's heading straight for the Shire.
Oh, did you silly?
If I had my cart, my lady, I would have offered you a ride.
The quickest way to Rivendell's by boat.
Is that what she told me?
But what, the river that runs through Tharbad
Yeah.
runs past Rivendell.
I guess I would have said
Oh.
it because I would
Yeah,
know.
Zellie knows that kind of thing.
I would know that kind of thing.
Let me see if I can just.
Right.
Well,
then.
actually, quickest way is by boat.
Oh god, what's happening to this lady?
It's alright, I just took everything on the table. And just send that. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
It's alright,
Oh.
1 second. I'm just loading in the new map for the table.
Okay.
Just you guys,
You keep
just
going.
so you guys know, everything is now dumped on this table, and it's
I'm gonna rearrange
hilarious.
the table.
I'll help rearrange like I do.
Yeah.
One of these is mine. I don't know which one.
Well,
The one with 6 on it.
yeah.
You know which ones you
Is
got?
this
You both got
yours?
20 and you both got 6. You both got 6 and one's got 4. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Come
Okay,
on.
well then
Come on.
I will have to say that I would like my stuff, so I'll be accompanying you. So let's get going.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Zellie's character, I turned to her, I say, unfortunately, you have to stay here because your bartender just told you to wait. With a little smirk.
No, we can. No, we're using the 20-30 minutes to prepare.
What?
Yeah.
To prepare. What?
Or at least to get my things, because it's upstairs.
Fair enough. I have nothing. Oh, I like this map. This looks cool.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that arrow.
But wait, was I wearing my spare shirt or was I wearing my dress?
Spare shirt. You got changed last night, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was putting my dress to dry, but I don't know if I put it in the morning. I think I just stayed in my spare outfit. So I'm gonna change into my dress now. I have to get dressed in my dress and get my things, and we can go.
That's it. Yeah, down there. Okay. So.
I mean, I did accept this favor. I did accept this favor from the man himself, so...
Look, you can come. I have no issue with that. I just want my stuff.
Okay, she just needs to get Rivendell.
That's fine. I guess the more the merrier, but... Okay. Stop turning my thing.
Sorry, I thought it was a 9, but it wasn't. It's actually a 6, isn't it?
It's a 6! As in 6 spells per day.
6,
Or 6
yeah, 6
points.
points. 6 points.
6
It could just be
points per
one
day.
spell. Yes, you will be. Yeah, so okay. You've left instructions for her to get to Rivendell. Aragorn's headed towards the Bree, and the guy, the old wizard dude, he's heading towards the Shire. 2 days behind Arwen is a Dark Rider, and you can't really stick around because of the Dark Rider. Although Arwen originally thought that Dark Rider was after her, it's not. It's heading towards the Shire for some reason. You have to try and get Arwen to Rivendell as soon as possible.
Right.
The quickest way to Rivendell, unless you want to go, you can go by land, cross country, or you can go upstream by boat. It's not necessarily easy, but it is one of the direct routes. The river that flows through Tharbad.
Wait, how much it would cost to go by boat?
Well, this is the question I'm going to ask you then. I'm going to ask you, your character, if you have a boat around the
Do you have a
corner.
spare boat?
Because I have
don't
nothing.
go around owning boats.
No, Zellie doesn't own a boat. The closest Zellie comes to a boat is probably a river taxi, and they only go across the river. They don't really go up and down the river. Traders have a tendency to go up and down the river. Smugglers have a tendency to go up and down the river.
Then it seems that we have an issue.
Militia, they have a tendency to go up and down the river. Tendency to go down the river more so than up the river, because everything seems to be leaving the city. Mostly weapons, and armor and such as like that. And most of it is being shipped out towards the Gaps of Rohan, Helm's Deep, and Isengard for some reason. This guy called Grima, or Grama, or Grima, or whatever you want to call him.
It's called Grima.
The landlord, kinda.
I called him Grimmer,
Grimmer, whatever.
because he's grim.
Has been put in charge of the city, and his sole job is to basically bleed the city dry using all the crafting and trading people, all the blacksmiths and the weaponsmiths and all the rest of it, to mass produce as much as they possibly can, as fast as they can, and to raise funds.
Right. So we're in the process of trying to find a way to get up the river then.
Yes. So
Right, okay. So I know about the smuggling routes and all that, do I? Or because of the
No.
barman's told me
No,
about the things being smuggled out and taken
yeah,
out.
you kind of know about the things that are being smuggled out. There's things being smuggled in and smuggled out, and the things being smuggled out are not necessarily like narcotics or weapons or anything like that. It's more so like bread, grain, flour, wool, fabrics, textiles,
Yeah.
amenities, stuff like that, basics kind of thing, because taxation is so high that a lot of people are finding it difficult to actually survive in Tharbad because it's being bled dry for some reason.
Okay. I want to turn to this new lady. What did you say her name was?
Arwen?
Arwen.
Or me, Estel.
No,
Arwen.
Arwen, yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I want to turn to her and I want to say, like, has she got any ideas on how she wants to get to Rivendell? Has she planned this far? Has she got something waiting for her to catch
No,
up?
her
or-
original plan was to meet Aragorn and the old man here.
And how would they have travelled up?
The plan
Does
was
she
just to
know?
meet. The plan was just to meet here and find out what everybody else knew.
Okay.
But the old man and Aragorn aren't aware of the Dark Rider, who's 2 days behind Arwen.
You say 2 days behind Arwen. Is that still going after Arwen, or is that still going after the...
No, she's
Shire now.
That's
she's-
their distance from
that's their
Arwen, but
distance.
they're
Oh,
going
right.
towards
riding
the
2
Shire.
days behind, but she's since learnt that the Dark Rider's not after her.
Right, okay.
It's heading towards the Shire. For some reason, it's heading towards the Shire.
I want to ask her if there's a way to get a message to the Shire quickly then. Do you have any way of getting to the Shire quickly from Rivendell?
The best bet is to just probably get to Rivendell. They might
Like
be
Aragon said.
Yeah, they might be able to send out like a hawk or a kestrel or something like that to carry a message, but there's no guarantees.
Okay, right. I then have. Oh, I nudged it. I didn't mean to.
Lovely.
Um,
Lovely.
I turn to Zellie's character and I go, right. Well, do you have any ideas where we can get a boat from?
Will I know this information?
You've lived in Tharbad for the last like.
Well, I know I would know, but what do I know?
What do you know? You know that you can probably get. You have a lot of friends that work on the docks and things like that, so you can probably ask around. You do know of traders that do ferry up and down. You don't know if they go as far as Rivendell. The people of Tharbad and the people of Rivendell don't mix. Because Rivendell is kind of it's what was called the house in the hidden vale.
On the map, could you quickly just make a note where roughly it is? I know
It's actually past that.
It's past.
I've got
is it?
the.
Okay, so it's up this main route, is it?
give you the Middle Earth map again, Lee.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Just check the chat.
So you can get an idea of it, but yeah, you will be travelling kind of. Let's check a nice.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help me much.
It's out here somewhere, Lee.
Do you see the big mountain range that goes north? You see Rivendell there. Do you see Rivendell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That fork in the road, in the tabletop map.
Yeah, I see
That
it.
fork is that same fork that the right pathway goes to Rivendell.
Yep. Okay, no worries. I've got an idea
There
now.
you go.
So you got an idea, yeah?
Yep. Now
They'll be somewhere up that road.
Yeah, and the road to the Shire is kind of like
Yeah.
that way. The road to Bree is kind of like that way.
Yep.
Okay.
So we come out of the bar. Yeah, are we heading anywhere? I mean, there's still that white horse and the.
Yes, there
Yeah,
is.
I'm
Well,
wondering-
we were giving 20 minutes for the barman to return and me to get dressed.
Okay, it's taking a lot longer than 20 minutes to actually explain all this kind of stuff. You've been in there for about 20 minutes now.
Okay.
The guys come back in. He says, "Oh, thank God you haven't burnt the place down."
Don't worry.
Still early days yet.
Don't do that, please.
Okay.
Otherwise, you really have to pay 1 gold.
I'm wondering then if I should borrow that horse and head off down to the Shire to warn.
That one says, "Have you got a horse?"
She says that, does she?
Yeah, she says, "Have you got a horse?"
Unfortunately, both of my horses
But
were.
you just said there's a horse.
Yeah, there's a white horse in the stable.
Okay, she's up and she's out the door and she's going to the stable.
Oh, I'm going to follow her.
Did I get my stuff? I got my stuff. So I'm following.
So he's grabbed her travelling bag.
I'm actually in my dress again. I'm in my dress.
You're in your dress again. You grab your travelling bag. You're back in. Oh, you're in your dress again. Okay.
So she's got to the stable. She's opened it up. She spotted the horse. I'm going to say, "Oh, you reacted quickly."
Okay.
You know
She
him.
opens the stable door. She goes in. She sees the white and grey horse, and she says, "That'll do." Rubs its nose and climbs onto its back. No saddle.
Hey, we need to check if that's anybody's stable boy. What's his name? I don't. What's the stable boy's name again?
Okay. Yeah, right. She's climbing onto the
'Cause I would
horse,
call
getting
him
ready
by
to
his name.
leave, and you grab hold of the stable boy. The stable boy is probably a youngster, only about 13, 14-year-old, and he says, "That
Do I
belong to
know his
anybody?"
name? Do you know who owns the white horse that's in the stable currently?
Yeah, it was left here a couple of weeks ago.
No one picked it up.
No.
Uh,
She thought it might have been. He thought that it might have been the one that you took in.
me.
Yeah. Says apparently somebody left it there, paid like something like 5 silver pieces or something like that, and just said, "Just look after this horse until I get back," and he hasn't come back.
Huh.
I want to ask the lady who's on the horse. What do you think you're going to do? What's your plan?
Head to Rivendell.
Well,
By horse?
You
How
can
long
ride
would
it.
it? Yeah,
how
but
much
wouldn't it
is
take
a
longer? Would it?
horse? how much is a horse?
A lot.
You would know.
Yeah, I'll turn around and I'll say a normal horse you can cost up to quite a bit.
A horse?
Well,
A medium horse will probably be about 60 silver pieces, 6 gold.
if you
Heavy
ever
horse,
see a
but
man
it
that's
goes.
You're
looking
the
for a
donkey.
white horse, tell that some people are borrowing it and we'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back.
Some people, there's only one horse.
Or the person that owns this horse.
Okay, right, he'll say, yeah, okay, but, like, they haven't been back for it, now they're not
Well,
probably...
just in case he's alive.
Okay, right, well, okay, that's fine.
If he doesn't come back, then you don't need to warn him that his horse has been borrowed.
Okay, Arwen is now riding into the courtyard outside, and...
Are we gonna go on that same horse or what?
You're not all going to fit on this horse. I mean, it's only a light horse, but it's a racing horse. It's like a messenger horse.
Well,
Yeah.
don't race away.
Okay, it has no armor.
We have no horses.
It has no armor. It has no saddle. It has no. It has a stirrup and a rein, but that's about it. It has nothing else.
We could buy a cart or something. We can ride in for that horse.
Okay. She turns to you, Zellie, and she said that you have friends that work on the docks, yeah?
Well, I know some people, yeah.
Okay. Can we get safe passage to Rivendell?
We can see if that's possible, yeah. I can't make promises, but I'll try.
Oh.
I'll
Lee-
try. I
Lee,
don't know
what
how
are
it
you
is.
That's good enough. I want to say that's good enough to hear. Let's go.
Lee, you feel as if the situation's getting like out of control, out of your control. At
It's
least.
well out of my control. What are you on about? I lost everything.
It went out of control as soon as he lost
This is
his
getting
first
like, yeah.
horse.
Okay. You head towards the docks. The docks aren't too far away, just past where the Lee. You
Yes.
kind of like remember the
Remember
way.
this area?
Yeah, you're familiar with this area, but you're familiar with it at night time. It's where all the crates and the packing and the warehouses and the barrel makers and the barrel storing guys and the barrel repair repair areas were. So you passed through it the night before. And you still now see it in the daytime. You can see it's where barrels are repaired and where crates are emptied and stored and filled and all that kind of stuff. There's a barge. Which travels downstream and upstream. It's not a seafaring barge. It's a low water, flat bottom barge. It doesn't have anything in the way of accommodation. It just literally just moves sacks and barrels and crates up and down the river. That's it. That's all you can see from what you can see from the area you're at.
When we say up and down the river, like what are we saying up and down the river to?
Oh, is it
Like-
one of those travelling
Did it go to about here,
boats
or
of
is it?
supplies?
Yeah, it's just a supply barge. It'll go
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah. But if I know it goes up and down, I just need to know roughly how far it will go up and down.
To
I can ask.
it'll go up to about this small village here.
Okay.
But it won't go much further.
I want to go over and start talking to this guy because if something I recognise it being a barge in that, I want to.
Oh, I never did leave a note for my mum.
We still got time. You haven't left yet.
Because my house is literally really close to the jug, so I can just
It
quickly
is. It
go
is just the
and
next street over, kind of. Yeah.
I can quickly just hop in and
Okay.
just write a quick note and then leave it on my.
Zellie's just remembered something and gone running off down a cobble street. Yeah, for no
I'll be
reason.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's just like, I'll be 5 minutes, and just took off 100 mile an hour down one of the cobble streets, dodging stray dog, barricade, people carrying one person like carrying a sack, a window cleaner, just putting his ladder up, and various other bits and pieces like that.
Well, I want to turn to the lady on the horse and say, well, that sorts that problem out.
Don't you dare go without me.
Okay, so yes, you see that there's this barge. It is almost empty.
I'm your ticket to go up to Rivendell.
Ticket.
I'm just saying as it is. I'm not just. I'm gone, but I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just reminding Lee.
Okay.
You don't even know my character's name yet, remember?
I
So at the
know.
moment, it's just some
You
normal
can see,
guy.
this
Well,
barge. There's a couple of like I would say deckhands taking sacks of grain and sacks of well, we can imagine there's been like flour of some
yeah,
sort,
yeah.
and just putting it onto the back of a cart. And this cart's getting ready just to take it off into the warehouse area. There's a couple of like customs people there,
Yeah.
just coming back onto dry land from actually being on the barge, just taking an inventory of how much stuff is coming into the city. Just like a small little checklist.
Right, okay. I want to go and talk to the barge. Was he a captain? Barge captain, is
Yeah,
that what you
they're
would call
like
him?
Oh
kind of
yeah, now
captain.
I'm going with them again. After that.
Sally just
That was
turns up out
quick,
the
yeah.
blue again. That was a very short. Bye bye, I'm
I
off.
don't know, I hadn't even spoken to the guy
No, because
yet.
we were all going to the docks. I thought before we went to the docks that I went to
Okay.
my house quickly.
Right.
I wasn't able to grab anything, I don't
Okay,
think.
Zellie turned. I wouldn't have thought so. Zellie just turns up again from. You just turned out. She's back again.
I'm
Oh,
really
here we go.
tired because I just
Yeah.
ran like really
What
fast.
was that? But you know.
I just had a yeah. Okay, docks. Okay.
Okay, docks. Right.
Docks.
Yes.
There's some
Let's see
fishermen.
if
There's
I
they got
see
some like
anybody I know.
crab pots and things like that, and some
Do I
fishing
see anybody
nets.
I know?
There's although it's still it is quite a way inland compared to the actual ocean. There is some seagulls and things like that which have moved in. It's still bright. It's still a dryish day. The jetties are starting to dry out slowly. Somebody's been thoughtful enough to actually throw down some sand, so people don't go slipping off the end. Especially, there's a guy comes past you, almost just knocks you to one side, almost knocks you to one side. Who's got 2 barrels on a barrel wagon, kind of thing,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a little pre-made forklift, and it's just running it up and down the jetty decks. You're sidestepping, moving around. There's a stray dog jumps onto one of the boats, jumps back off one of the boats, back on the jetty, walks down the jetty bit and jumps on the next boat. You can see there's a lot of like somebody's doing some cooking on one of their little camping stoves on one of the jetty ends. There's a very old-time fisherman sitting on the end of another pier. The whole place smells of fish and sewage.
Yeah, not the best smelling of places.
It isn't.
but,
It's
you
a
know.
very, very heavily populated, dirty, medieval city,
Yes.
where there's a lot of trading going on. There's a lot of sacks. There's the most
very busy,
yeah, it's very
dock area,
busy,
yeah.
very busy. There's a lot of people shouting, a lot of people like casting off, mooring. There's a guy in a small little rowing boat who's taking people up and down the around the island, the central island, and taking them from the north shore to the south shore, and what we call little river taxis and things like that. It's a very busy waterway.
Okay. Well, I want to go to the docks captain guy, and I wanted to say, good haul.
Good haul.
Yeah.
Okay. He says he says good morning, and then he turns around, he shouts at somebody,
Morning.
says, oh, make sure that pump's been cleaned out. I don't want us to start sinking on our way back. And he turns back to you and says, what can I do for you today?
I want to sort of get up and start chatting into him.
You
Oh,
see this elven woman on a horse as well, and you stood there and Zellie.
Yeah, I'm not with him.
Hey,
Go on, then I'll turn around and look at you, then see if you say anything.
Well,
Oh no, you put me on the spot. Oh. I know. Do I know this man?
you know him. You don't know him personally, but you know
Oh,
that
yeah.
he's a regular like traveller up and down the river. You've seen him about, but you don't know him personally. You don't know his name, but you just know of him. You've seen him around.
Hey, do you know where there would be a common boat that goes up north this river?
Up north.
Yeah.
Dangerous travelling north. Dangerous travelling anywhere these days.
Yeah. But do you know if any boats
Business
are
have you got,
actually?
what business have you got up north?
We just need a
Business.
quick we just need a quick travel up north. So
I want to step in and say that the business is our own.
Oh God.
We need.
no, no.
Here comes the dice rolls. Yay! No!
Oh dear. What business you
no.
got up north? That's how he says it's dangerous travelling north. It's dangerous travelling anywhere really these days. So what makes you want to go north?
Delivery.
Delivery. Oh, okay. Well, he might be able to help you out there. He's got to return back to Forest Durham by the half moon. It's like 2
Is there
days
any
time.
chance we can get a lift with you there? I'm very good. I'll help out on the what is it, ferry? Is
So
it?
I think I could give you a lift. I'm not taking anything back with me apart from two ceramic pots of oil.
Well, so you will have space for a
Yeah,
horse
nowhere to sleep,
and
though.
3 of us.
Yeah, no, he's got nowhere for you to sleep.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Because it's
That's
not.
fine.
It's not like a accommodation ship. It's just a barge. Just like a. Yeah, I mean, there's a small stove in the like an old
We'll make
burner,
do.
a log
We'll
burner
make
kind
do.
of stove.
I want to
We can
ask him then.
But
Like,
nothing more than that in the way of amenities, anything like that. There's no bathroom
Yeah,
or anything like that.
fine, you got the over the edge for that. I want to ask.
Or bucket.
I want to ask him when he's thinking of leaving
He's due out this afternoon.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I turn to?
So if you get back for about noonish, you can head off a little early if you head off by noon.
Yeah. Okay.
You might want to grab some
If we
something
grab
to
some
travel
supplies,
with,
yeah.
you know, something to eat on the way or something like that, you know. 'Cause
I
it's gonna
have.
take-
I have stuff.
Yeah.
because it's not exactly a nice. It's like it's not a pleasure cruise.
No, that's fine.
No, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
With the I want to know about the pump as well. To be honest, I'm really curious.
Oh,
about it.
when he comes down this way, it's fine. It's fine, like traveling down. But when he gets into Tharbad, the water's so thick and murky, it blocks it occasionally. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just when he's got heavy loaded, the water.
It sinks it down
the water
lower into
line
the bottom,
kinda,
yeah.
the water line's a little high, and the water being so thick and so murky, like. It's usually all these fish heads and cabbages and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. But when he gets back up into clearer waters where there's less people populating, like less population, it clears itself up. It's only when he's riding heavy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll turn to Zellie's character and this lady. Not Estelle. What's the other lady's called? I've forgotten her name.
Arwen.
Arwen. I'm not going to be very good at remembering names, I don't think. So I'll turn to Arwen. and I
Write
say,
it down.
pencil somewhere. Look, we can travel up with him, but we
Yeah.
all need supplies.
Yeah, he's
I
just
wanna
on a pleasure
turn to-
cruise. You might want to
yeah.
find somewhere. You might need somewhere to sleep. Although he has got a stove, it's in the cabin.
I want to turn
and he
to
hasn't
Zellie
got
and
much
say,
in the way of
where's
like
the nearest
bathroom facilities. That's for sure.
line? There's a-
As long as you don't mind travelling, it'll probably take a day and a half to get as far as that. But it's as far as you can take it because the river gets a little too thin by then and a little too shallow.
Alright.
Okay, so it's as far as you can take her.
Yeah. I want to ask her if she thinks that's alright. Will she go along with it?
Will
or-
the horse be going as well?
Yes,
Yes, please.
I
Okay.
assume.
Alright, well.
Unless
Yeah,
she wants to
the
go
horse
on.
is
him.
going as well, that's fine. That's okay.
Shall
It's
we
not a
pay
problem.
him
It'll
for his
fit.
troubles? Do you have money?
My lady, you've got a lot to learn. Don't ever offer money out loud.
No, I'm kind of saying down
Okay,
low
well,
with
I'll,
you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You
You,
never offer
yeah,
money out
you want to
loud.
meet him back there. He's got some documentation he needs to sign, some paperwork and stuff that he needs to check off. With the portmaster. And
Okay.
if you meet him back here at about say noon,
Yep.
In how many hours' time that is?
that's in a couple of hours time. About
Okay.
noon, he'd be ready to cast off.
Okay, so we gotta make sure we're back. So do not hold us
Yeah.
up, Zellie.
Hmm?
Do you want to leave the horse here?
I will let Arwen tell me if she wants to leave the horse there or not.
Yeah.
She's on it, but she's currently on it, isn't she still?
Yeah, she dismounts. drags the horse along, like on the jetty onto a little gangway kind of thing, like
Yeah.
a little ladder-made gangway. Takes it up. It steps over the edge, like of the barge sides, and kind of plonks itself onto it. It's surprisingly stable, but then we're not going through whitewater rapids at the moment, kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's various sacks. There's some empty crates. There's a rope. There's a couple of oil lamps.
Okay.
And the usual finalia that you will find. There's some we call grappling hooks and things like that. On the just dotted around this barge kind of thing. A lot of it's used for actually securing the cargo, tying it down, rather than actually using it to navigate or pilot the barge.
Yeah. Okay. I turned to Zellie character then, and I asked her where the nearest place to get stuff will be. Like, where's the nearest merchant for general goods?
We can go back to it near where the dust, where we were just earlier in the dusty jug.
Dusty jug.
Because there's a lot of merchants and everything around that area. I'll show around.
What is the kind of things you're looking? What is the kind of things you're wanting? What you're looking for? But
Well,
Zellie's
But I
fully
have
familiar
some
with these
things,
streets.
so we could be fine with that. But we
Zellie's-
can buy
Zellie's-
some extra stuff if you have money.
Yeah, Zellie's very familiar with the street layout and who's the best traders and who's trying to rip people off and all the rest of it. So there's a lot of barrel wagons kicking around as well. There's a
Yeah.
few little side shows. There's some acrobatics now turned up on one of the cobbled streets as well. There's a fire breather turned up.
Okay.
And there's a small little musician player as well who's playing some kind of flute just on the corner of the street in between a butcher's and a greengrocer's.
Right.
City is now starting to fully come alive as it normally does.
Right. We must hurry. So yeah, we
We've got a
need.
couple of hours before you have.
God, have you
to
seen
be
Zellie
on
shopping in
this
normal?
boat. Okay, so what are you after?
We need tents and bedrolls, or a tarp, or something to cover if it rains. So I don't want to get wet again.
Well, I have a shopping
food.
list.
Yeah, so right.
Well, I
Yeah,
have
the shopping
food.
list.
But I don't know if it'll be enough for all of us.
No, we need food.
We can get some deals with the
Food, tent, bedroll,
baker people. I know.
and I'll ask if anything is needed from Arwen.
There's various in the area, in the immediate area. There's a lot of shipwrights, so a lot of people that build and design ships. Put them together and launch them.
Yep.
There's some sails repair, some seamstress, some textiles, rope makers. There's a lot of cargo containers.
Right,
There's a lot
okay.
of food merchants. There's a lot of food merchants, different types. There's fishmongers, there's butchers, there's a baker.
With the sails, are they waterproof or water resistant or anything?
They can be waxed. You can buy waxed versions of it, or there's a leather. You can buy leather as well. There's some sails can be leather or.
I'm just thinking of something just to make a prop up stand for us to go under where the horse is as well.
Mhm.
Pretty bad if the horse was just left out in the rain all the time.
Okay, so what are you particularly going for?
So are we what? So basically, we're wanting a tarp or a tent.
You want to have some kind of
We-
parasol
we-
kind of thing?
yeah, we need some sort of
gazebo
parasol.
thing?
But
I
we also
have
need a
pegs,
tent.
so we're fine with that.
You have pegs, okay.
So I need a parasol. I need a tent and a bedroll.
Okay, there's a
and food.
haberdashery. There's a haberdashery just off one of the side streets. They will have leather. They'll have fur. They'll have silk,
Right.
Tents hold 2 people.
and they'll have lots of linen and cotton and things like that. They'll also do the threads and the wool.
Okay.
Okay. They won't do things like fishing wire, or they won't do. They won't provide you with the tools to be able to do that either. So, needles, thimbles, all the kind of stuff they don't have. They just have the actual fabrics.
Yeah.
We can just use
How
the
much are you
fabrics
wanting,
to...
and what colour?
Okay. I'm not fussed about the colour.
Blue!
Blue.
Okay. So we're heading there. We're obviously
They're
buying
heading there,
something.
yes.
Or dark blue. in
we're
case it's night,
trying to buy
and we'll
some sort of
blend.
material.
Dark blue.
Dark green. Because
So
then,
I'm asking the guy
depending-
for some water-resistant material.
Zelly's...
And Zeddy's got blue.
Okay, you're in this shop.
Well, not
you hit,
not like
the
yelling.
little
I'm
bell
just-
rings as you go inside. All 3 years have gone into this shop.
Yep.
Zelly is running up and down.
I'm not running.
Just literally just,
Yeah,
oh, blue. What about gold? What about green? What about red? What about orange? Lee, you're stood there just looking at this like 65-year-old
I'm-
Judean woman who's wearing half spectacles and smiling politely, looking at you while Zelly's running up and down, looking at all the different in vogue fashions
I'm
of.
not running. I'm just
Admiring.
admiring the entire scenery because I like these kind of shops all the time.
Arwen is just feeling the textiles and is kind of pulled more towards the netted style, but ones with the gold and silver woven into them.
Mm-hmm.
Gold with silver like threads.
I go by her and say that is a very nice choice.
She says
Oh,
she agrees, but it will make a terrible canopy to keep us drying.
Yes.
Oh,
So
of
I
course.
start talking to the old lady, and I'm explaining what I'm requiring. So I need a canopy substance that's going to protect us if it rains.
So you
A
want
waterproof thing.
Oh, so yes, so waxed sail would be the best sort of thing to. What it is basically just a roll of linen, more or less, but it's been dragged through molten wax and then hung up and squeezed and then hung up to dry. So if you try to pour water through it, water won't go through it because the wax is actually trapped in between the fibers
Yeah.
and makes it more waterproof. But it has a downside as well. Although it repels the water, the naked flame will make it go up in seconds
Okay.
because of the wax, obviously.
I'm presuming a naked flame. You said there was some sort of cooking station inside.
Yeah, he's got a small little like
Stove.
like a stove kind of thing,
With-
like a log burning stove, and it's really small. And that has it in his
Because that's in
steering
a building though. So is
Yeah,
that
it's inside a cabin.
that's not going to set it off if it's outside?
No, that's fine.
separate.
It's been on there for a long time. It's kind of like he's got like a wooden barge and it's got a metal
Well, as long as you don't
riveted cabin.
leave
That's only
the
part of the boat is actually metal.
fabric
Right, okay.
really close to it, it's fine.
No, I'm just saying that. I mean, okay, there's pluses and minuses. The plus is it's waterproof because of the wax. Yes.
Yes.
The downside is the opposite is fire, and obviously fire and wax and linen when mixed
Yeah.
together, it goes up in like less than a second.
No, that's understandable. Okay, I want to ask her what the next best option is.
The next best option,
Yes.
you might be able to get some kind of like hand like leather,
Okay.
some soft leatherette or something like that. But
What's the
it'll be
pricing?
pieced together.
What's the pricing for the?
How big do you want?
How big's the barge?
Oh, the barge is quite large. The barge is about 20 square meters.
Right, I only want it to cover literally the horse and 3 people, like a square section.
that-
Or make small tiny squares for each person and a horse.
Well, that'd just be silly
Why?
Okay.
because you wouldn't get the full effect of it. I have
Oh,
individual
wait, is
lines.
this
If
for
I
the
wanna-
tent?
This is just for the covering of the top to keep rain off.
Yeah,
Right, as we
you're gonna
travel.
make 6 little tents. Is that-
Yeah, no.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were
Oh my
I
God.
thought you were looking for bedrolls. Sorry.
Yeah, we have flame retardant bedrolls.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so
I
I asked.
forgot you were doing the tent. I don't know why. I
Okay.
thought...
This is the canopy to keep the rain off.
Yeah, so Zeddy's there saying, "Oh, I thought this was for the bed."
No, I retract my question.
So yeah, I want to ask her how much it would cost for that sort of sizing.
2 silver.
2 silver.
Yeah.
Does she sell tents and beds, or
No,
Right.
she just sell fabrics and cords like strings.
okay? Can I? How much are the strings as well? Because I'm going to need something to tie
The
around.
strings. You can have silk string, which is like camping cord. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Camping cord. That's 1 silver piece for 10 meters.
Wow. Okay.
So 20 meters is 2 silver pieces.
Yes. Okay, so I'll say I want 2 pieces of that line then, so I'll have...
Oh,
Yes.
two 10 meters lengths? Okay,
Yeah,
so she
so-
basically starts this they're on a reel kind of thing.
Yep.
So she's dragging off reel and she's dragging it down across across the top of her counter. She's got like a measuring stick, and
Yep.
she drags the string out across her measuring stick, and she goes, "That's 1, that's 2, that's 3." She gets to 10, and she takes out this huge black pair of scissors. These pair of scissors are like this 10 inches long and about 1 inch wide, and just goes chop, and cuts through this very, very thin shoelace type string. But you know, you just think, oh my, good job you got no fingers in the way, because they'll be gone.
Yes.
The scissors look ancient. They look as if they've like cut like mooring ropes before. Yes.
Okay.
Shoom, straight through.
Chop, chop.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have those. We'll have
pulls-
the length of the tarp as well.
The tarp. She pulls the tarp off a top shelf. She reaches up. She stands on this little like footstool kind of thing with a step halfway up. She reaches up, pulls down this dusty, and it's kind of like a half brown, half beige
Mm-hmm.
kind of color waxed tarp, and she pulls it down and drops that on the counter, and that's got 2 corded strings wrapped around it, holding it all together, and it's kind of like being rolled up and then folded in half on itself. From your guess, Lee, as you're aware of camping and all this kind of stuff, it looks about the right size that you'd be needing to be able to keep at least the rain off the deck.
Okay. That's perfect. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all she
What
does.
are-
All she does is just fabrics and strings,
What
cords.
about
Yeah.
bed rolls?
Bed rolls.
Shall we-
You can ask the lady if you wish.
Bedrolls. She says, I don't really have anything that would suit
Or
as
at least a warm
bedroll.
material that
She
you
does
can
have a
use
pillow.
as a...
She does have some pillows.
We'll get 3 pillows.
Pillows.
I'd
Now,
have
now
2
would you
pillows.
like goose or would you like duck?
I only want 2 pillows. I don't want a pillow.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Goose or duck?
Wait, which
to
one's
you,
the
lady.
soft one? I can't remember.
Goose.
Goose.
But it's expensive as well.
Actually, the cheaper one then.
Okay, it's 1 copper piece for a duck.
It's fine.
I can afford that, yes.
1 copper piece for a duck one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get these small little square, probably like 1 foot by 1 foot. Small, like.
I'm assuming Lee's gonna pay all this.
These look like little pillows. They don't have any decoration on
I can
them or
pay the
anything like-
pillows, but...
Don't have any decoration or anything in the way of like luxury or fashion or anything like that. They literally are just a round, if you can imagine, like a 1
Can you
foot
make them
diameter.
blue?
Can you make them blue?
Or at least dark coloured, so they'll be like camouflage. They're not like
Well, they
bright
kind of
white.
They're
Well, they're
not
going to be
bright
underneath
white.
the tarp, so it's not going to matter too
They're
much.
not bright white. They look as if they're about 3 years of sun bleached white. They're like a
It's so-
yellowy kind of like sooty white.
It's still the bright white in a sense. A yellowy white.
Yeah.
Like this map.
About 1 inch diameter. Yeah, kind of like a sepia. 1 inch wide. Not 1 inch. 1 foot wide. 1 foot wide diameter circle kind of duck pillow.
Yep.
Yeah, is Arwen wanting a pillow too? Just double checking.
Well,
I would assume she would.
yeah. She doesn't mind. She says it'd be nice, but we don't want to burden ourselves with like
No.
extra
I
baggage.
can carry it in my backpack. It's
I don't want to
fine.
burden ourselves with extra baggage, especially when we've still got.
We've got Zellie.
We're only going to go so far, and then we have to go by land.
Yes. I know. That's why I'm sort of
We can
trying to
share
be careful what I
pillows.
buy.
We can share pillows.
I've got the horse. I'm going to lay on the horse.
We could all just lay on the horse as a
Okay,
pillow.
you're still in the haberdashery. You've been there for about 20 minutes now deciding
Yeah.
on...
Well, no, I buy the bits I said.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it again? How much did I owe her? What she put up? Was it 4?
It was
What's
one
silver
silver
cord?
piece. There was 2 silver pieces for the length of cord that you got. You got 20 meters of
Yeah.
cord. Yes.
How much do you
And you got
have?
5 silver pieces for the waterproof tarping.
Actually, how
5
much
silver
do you
pieces for the
have?
tarp.
Yeah, because there are 20 square meters of the stuff.
Right, okay.
Basically, if you wanted to, you can sail a boat with it.
Okay.
How much do you actually have?
That
And it
is
was
my business.
2 copper pieces if you buy the 2 pillows.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's 2 copper pieces. I'll buy it.
Good. Okay, so yeah. Right.
Well,
So
you have
I
more than
spent-
money than me, then
She's got nothing
shush.
to wear bedrolls or blanket.
So
blankets
that's fine. I ask her if she knows where we can get the nearest food. Where's the nearest place
We
to get
can-
some food?
Well,
Zellie knows where to get the nearest food. It's just
Well-
literally opposite the docks.
Yeah.
Okay. As I'm speaking to Zellie about that, then I'm paying this lady for the.
Okay, you pay the lady.
So I give her.
I'm going to
7
minus
silvers.
2 coppers for the pillows.
Oh, you're paying for the pillows, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I
Zellie.
can afford it. It's fine.
Okay, so you got 2 small duck, 1 foot diameter round pillows. Oh,
There's
no
apparently-
no embroidery, no.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine as long as it's comfortable.
Well, yes, it's comfortable. You could probably survive a night on them, but don't make it like it's not a lifetime changing choice. Okay.
Okay, so that means 2 bronze pieces will become 1. And
This is now
10,
marking it out.
9, 8. 8 copper pieces left. There we
Okay, so I've given 7 silver.
go. I've given 2 copper pieces.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry the pillows.
Okay.
In my backpack.
Lee, you've got all the cord and the whole of a sail of a ship.
Yeah.
Zellie's got 2 pillows.
I'm gonna wrap it around my sort of shoulder and just head back to the thing. I will chuck Zellie. Yeah, well, I will give Zellie some money to get me some food
Okay.
because I'm not going to be walking around with this
How much is he giving
big old
me?
thing. Yeah, I'm wondering myself, to be honest. Because,
Well, we can just go together to...
I don't want to be late.
You're not going to be late.
We're not gonna
You
be
can see the
late,
barge
it's
from where you are. You
fine.
can see the
I'll
barge
chuck
from
the
where
stuff
you
at the barge and then I will head back with
Okay, you
Zellie.
There's
drop
a-
your stuff back. What are you doing? You dropping stuff back on the barge?
Yeah, I'll drop my tarps and all that
Okay, you're
back on
dropping
the
the stuff on the barge. The barge is still there. There is a deckhand who's still like pulling weeds and
I guess I put the 2
slurry
pillows there
out
too.
Out of the pump. Still, you can see it literally. It's like emptying it like a bucket, a sluice bucket over the side of the boat.
I guess I can put my
I
2
asked the
pillows
barge
there.
hand if there's anything the barge needs.
No one.
I asked the barge hand if there's anything the barge needs.
No. He says there's 2 like 20-liter porcelain vases full of lantern oil, and that's what they're taking back up to now. He says he's just the skipper has had to go to the warehouse because he's been called in there for some reason. There's something else. We might need to take something else back, but we're not sure yet. He won't know until he comes back. But at the moment, he's got to take back some lantern oil.
This lantern oil is going to be pretty flammable, isn't it?
Oh, it's extremely flammable.
Yeah, I'm really worried now.
Oh, we're gonna have a fight and
Oh.
then everything's gonna explode. Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
As long as it stays in the jars.
How much is he
It's
giving me
fine.
so I can go to the thing?
No, I'm not giving you any. I'm coming with you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Right.
Okay, Arwen's like okay. She's past a jeweler's, and there's a very nice some very nice, what I would say, counterfeit goods on sale.
Right.
I would know it's counterfeit.
No,
Probably.
it's kind of like cheap knockoff of elven jewelry.
Ah,
Yeah, so she
yeah,
would know.
obviously cheap. Obviously cheap is not the same as the originals.
Yeah, well, no. The
The originals are special.
So she's just like, she's not really surprised that a town full of humans is trying to imitate elven values and elven
Which
heritage.
they can't.
No, they can. Even the best, like goldsmiths and silversmiths and even gemsmiths of Tharbad cannot replicate in any way the superior like quality of elven jewellery. Although she can see in the shop window, she kind of knows this to herself, but she can see in the store window that they're trying to do this kind of thing. Opposite that, there is a pawnbroker's. And the pawnbrokers has an assortment of bits and pieces in there. All sorts of like weird and wonderful pieces of antique and probably about 30% stolen goods. There's a pair of spectacles in the window. Looks very nice.
Ah.
So who's looking at this window? Is it something we've all just noticed?
It's just notice as you're passing through the streets between the actual barge and the places where you want to buy stuff, like the shops. These are the kind of shops that you're passing, and it gives you're well aware that you're in a single street of a very busy commercial market area of a huge city, and every street of the city has the similar kind of things going on.
Okay.
A lot of it is either cheap or replica kind of goods, and everybody's out to try and make a quick gold piece. I was just noticed this. I was just noticed that this city, although it's kind of like, yeah, it is a city, and it is like it's built on money and it's built on marketing, that even in this city there is they're trying to imitate elven quality and elven fashions and things like that, and it doesn't look the same. It just looks cheap. She doesn't say that, but she keeps it to herself. She notices it.
She's reserved like me.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not being reserved right now.
Okay. So I want to speak to Zellie's character.
Okay.
As we're walking to where we're getting food then, and we're going through this area with all the things, I want to ask her...
Yes?
I don't really know what I want to ask her.
How do we get into this mess?
I want to ask her what she thinks of this, like what the situation, what's happened, like what does she think? Does she think we can trust thingamajiggy?
Arwen.
Arwen.
It's going to like this for the whole adventure, isn't it?
No.
Actually, keep that I can't remember names thing, because that'll be hilarious.
Don't worry, I won't have to play that.
Exactly.
It's not going to get easier.
It'll make it easier to roleplay.
Yeah, so I say, what do you think of this? I mean, do you think we can trust her? Do you think I'll get my stuff back? I mean, I'm only doing this to get my stuff.
Oh, then, it shouldn't be that much worry, because she's quite known of the Elvis, right? Wispa?
Hey, sorry.
She's quite known among elves, right?
It's she is. Everybody knows who she is. They might not necessarily have met her. Yes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
It's like saying Arwen or Elrond or Gladriel or something like that. When you say it, it's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. But if they say, but they might not necessarily have met them. They might not know them personally or socially, but they know of them. They know who they are.
Yeah, because through my family, there's quite known to our family.
Yes, yeah. Not socially. You might not necessarily have met them, but you know who they are. You know who they are. Yes.
And where she's well known around.
She's well known. She's well known. It's like saying
so I guess
like
she's
Princess
quite
Anne
the
or something like that. Yeah, if you said, oh, Princess Anne, we all know Princess Anne because we know of her and what she does, but we haven't necessarily met her.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
We're not on talking terms with her. We don't like first name basis kind of thing. But yes, you have now been in the presence of Arwen, daughter of Elrond. And you're
She's
actually
quite
currently in the presence of Arwen, daughter of Elrond.
I mean, my character doesn't really know if this is true or not. I mean, I'm just...
No, look
My
at
character
Zellie.
tells
Zellie's
you
a
this
female
now.
elf. Yeah, Zellie's a female elf. Arwen is a female elf. As far as you
Yeah.
know, they could be sisters. You got no clue. You could
Yeah,
be,
exactly.
you got the sneaky suspicion that you might be actually being like, they've kind of like them.
I'm rinsed. I've been rinsed.
Yeah, they might be
By
acting
two
this out.
elves. Wow. By two females. We got you now. We
The
got
only
all your
the
money.
only thing is that everything fits the story of these two people as well. You know, where they travelled north, everything went north. So, as far as I'm concerned, they're the best lead I've got so far.
That's the only lead you've got. You're like about 500 miles away from your homeland at the moment, which is.
I could have taken the horse and gone to the Shire. Yeah, I could have been a real jackass.
You could have done, but the Shire would be completely foreign to you. You have no maps and no knowledge of what it lies in the Shire.
This is true. This is why I'm going north.
Okay.
Rivendell is one way north. Yes.
So yeah.
And then from there, we can easily go to Bree, you know.
Okay. The only thing that you know as of what you've been told is that Arwen and the old man were in Minas Tirith to talk to the steward of Gondor, and the old man left, and then a day afterwards, Arwen left. And then Arwen has been chased all the way up to Tharbad by one of the Nazgul, the Dark Rider. You're not sure which one, but just one of them is bad enough. She thought that the Dark Rider was after her, but it actually turns out that it's not after her. It's heading further north into the Shire for some reason you're not aware of. That's it. Aragorn's gone to Bree. The old man's gone to the Shire, and you were left instructions, Zellie was left instructions, to take Arwen back to Rivendell.
Yep. And I'm just following along. I'm just coming along.
And you're just in the middle of it all.
Yeah. I still want to know what Zellie says to my character.
Okay.
I would think she's quite trusting. I mean, she's quite known between...
She's known.
Especially between elves and stuff.
The surprising thing is that a person of her stature would not be seen outside of Rivendell on a normal circumstance.
So this is a 1 in a million life
It would
chance.
be like trying to find a member of the royal family in a...
Local bar.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just some random local bar in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
That's what doesn't add up to you, Lee. It's like, well, if this is who she says she is, she wouldn't be here, kind of thing. Unless,
No.
but
it must be a dire circumstance, so maybe
But
this
then
could be very.
Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
No, what were you gonna say? What?
So if what she says is true and there's a Dark Rider after, and I know these are pretty bad, horrible guys, not to deal with, you know.
yeah, don't even think about
Then-
taking on a Dark Rider. Yeah.
At the moment, I'm also thinking, should I just abandon this and go back to the bike and go, let's go?
Well.
Yeah, at the moment, I'm
You did say you want your stuff back,
I do.
right? So I think this is a fair trade, in a sense. You're helping a very
you get your
important
horse back.
person get to where they need to be, and
we'll see
in
how
the
it
end,
plays
you get
out.
your stuff.
how
Yeah,
it
we
plays
get to
out.
see how
Okay.
this goes.
Gordon. Okay, right. What? Okay, you're in the middle of this market district now. Okay, like I said in the previous episode, there's no open markets anymore. Open markets, everybody has to have a trading license kind of thing, and open markets are too much hassle. So what they do is they use barrow wagons. There's a lot of pawn shops opened up now, a lot of like lenders, the food merchants and all that kind of stuff, and the shipwrights are still doing as normal. But the reason they use barrow wagons is people can easily make them disappear into people's back houses, back doors and all the kind of stuff in between back alleys and all the rest of it. Whereas a market stall,
Yes,
you
it's a bit
it
more.
would be done over and it would be a mess kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's easy just to mash these barrow wagons. So these barrow wagons are kind of like following
So
each
it's
other
an
around.
illegal thing then, is it? They're literally just getting out to get a bit of trade and running away when
Yeah,
they
it
see.
is. I'm saying that this Grimmer guy, or Grimer guy, whatever you
Yeah.
call him. I know his proper
Okay.
name. I'm going to say his proper name, but I'm sure anybody listening to this will click on who he is. Was put in charge of Tharbad to raise funds and to have the weaponsmiths and the blacksmiths create armor and weapons and things like that, and to ship them out of the city south. Nothing else can be shipped out of the city without a trade permit.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And
What's
if
the
you
nearest stall around us? What's the nearest one I can go to?
the nearest store is a carpenter's.
Okay.
Okay, who make things like he sells lots of nice decorative pieces such as door handles and hinges and locks and things like that. But he also does he turns a nice trade over in wooden bowls and spoons.
Okay. I want to head over to him.
Okay.
Are we
I d-
all
I-
going that
I
way?
just want to literally just walk off to him.
Okay.
I want to ask him like, what's the deal with this tax sort of thing? What's?
What's the deal with the tax guy?
Yeah.
He came in about a year ago. Okay, you go into like a shop front. The door is open.
Yeah.
And there's a guy stood over. He's got a mallet. He's got a wooden mallet and he's got a chisel, and he's chiseling away at something. You're not sure what it is. It's just a block of wood, and he's whittling it down, kind of thing. And he looks up to you, and he's got he's an old guy. He's kind of got a receding grey hairline, and he's slightly bald on the back. And he's got a leather apron on and a rolled up white sleeved shirt.
Mhm.
He's got a few smaller chisel pieces tucked away into his in his apron.
his
kind of
apron,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, his apron strings. And he looks up and he says, "Old Grimer, he came about a year ago. That Saruman put him in charge. Told him to raise money, get money, and to put him in charge of the city. That's what he did. Yeah, put him in charge of the city, and to make things, make weapons, and make armor and stuff like that, and put it in the wagons and send it south. I've got no clue where it's going. All I know is that the carriages come back empty at the turn of the moon,
Must be a walk happening.
and the whole thing starts all over again. He says we don't get paid anything for all of our bits. We just got to keep we can keep trading. That's all we're allowed. We just keep trading. We can trade with the river folk, and we can trade with like visitors. You know, people bring money into the city. We can sell to them, but anything that we make for Grimer, we have to do it ourselves. We don't got nothing."
I asked him like, say like, all this armor and weapons that have been made. Then does it not seem like it's weird to you? Like, does it not seem like preparing for war sort of stuff?
We don't hear anything. All we hear is we just hear about Gondor. That's all we hear about Gondor. We think it's them folks down there. That's them. They just like preparing for war. We hear that they just want weapons. That's all they want. They just want to take our weapons. They want to take our boats, and they want to take all of our things. And before long, they probably want to take over the whole city.
You're telling me every merchant here doesn't know anything? That's what I said to him, not you.
They only been this Grimer guy just turned up, and when we have to just make stuff, that's all we do. We just make his men. They just come in here and just say, "Oh, we need this," and I gotta make it.
I ask him what he makes. So I can see around it he's got bowls and he's a carpenter. I want to know if he specialises in making anything particular or if he had made anything particular.
Lately they have been asking for wagon wheels.
Oh, don't I know that?
Wheels. Yeah, cartwheels.
Yeah, I know cartwheels. Yeah.
Wheels, go on them trucks. That's what I gotta do. I gotta make these. I got the spokes. This is replacement spoke. This, I've got to put it on. I gotta make it fit. And they come back and they say, need new wagon. So they got me and they got my brother and they got my and the other guy across the road there. They got us making wagons.
I asked him because is he a tidy man?
No.
So is it messy around?
We got
the bit?
sawdust and we've got shavings all over the place. I mean, everywhere.
I asked him what he does with his shavings.
Oh, shavings! We sweep them. We put them out in the street.
Can I take a few?
Yeah, help yourself. I got some nice pine here, and I got some rosewood, and I dare say over there I got some oak.
What are you doing, by the way?
Normal shavings. I don't really care what shavings. I just need a bunch of shavings I can grab.
The orphanage down the road, they come and they get some for their kindling.
Yeah, good stuff. It goes up nice and easy.
Oh, are you getting stuff for fires?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what you were doing then.
All my stuff is
Arwen's standing outside. She's not too keen on the sight of sawn wood and
well, no, she wouldn't be, would she?
and things like that. No, she's not too sure about this sawing down of trees and stuff like that.
So I'll just take the stuff and I will say thanks a lot to the old man.
No, it says no problem. If you're passing by again in the future, I'd be sure to keep you a few bags.
Thank you, but I don't think I'll be coming down anytime soon.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, yeah, we carry on then. I'll say to Arwen, from the way you look, you disapprove.
You're not too sure. She just waits outside. I'm just saying that, like in passing, that like Arwen is not sure about people who cut trees down to make wagon wheels and stuff like that. I mean, she's well aware that people build boats out of them and all that kind of stuff. But But cutting things down for the sake of making something because they've been instructed to do so, she's not sure about that idea.
No, that's fine. As we continue walking,
she understands that people do make doors and windows and stuff like that, and they're necessities, but building things just for the sake of being told to do it.
I want to say
wasteful,
like
yeah, it's very wasteful. She says she views it as being very wasteful.
I want to say then this new minister seems to have them all working.
Yeah, pretty much the whole city is just working. It's working itself.
Like, I want to say that sort of as we're walking in general.
Yeah,
it's been like that.
It's been like that for about a year. There's this new Grimer guy. He's kind of like working. He's not working the city. He's he's working the people who have skills in the city.
Yeah.
But them that don't have skills and are just working, he's hiked the prices up for things.
Sucks.
Which is forcing people out of the city, aka the shanty town has just been developed up on the north shore there. And it's things like arrows, bows, carts, supplies, weapons, swords, all that kind of stuff, armor, and things like that is all heading south. Now you know fine well that Mordor is well to the south kind of thing.
Yes.
So it's kind of like it seems to be all heading that way. And occasionally the carts do come back every turn of the moon, so that's like every 4 weeks. And they come back empty. The ones that do leave, they come back empty. And occasionally they do come back and they need repairs. Obviously they've been on the road for like a month. And they do come back and some of the wheels need repairing and some of the horses need reshoeing and tending to and all that kind of stuff, and saddles and all that kind of stuff and all that kind of things. So it's keeping the city busy, but with somewhere along the line, the money, the value, is not going back to the citizens.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've got.
Tharbad
I gathered that.
ripped off.
Tharbad has been ripped off, and it's because
Goes into
this
his
Grimer is kind of. But people are understanding that Saruman the White
have ordered it.
Put Grimer in charge of this city because Tharbad falls under his jurisdiction.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Okay. I'm good. I'm going to continue walking to the food shop if Steady will show me.
You going where?
Yeah.
Oh, food shop. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're walking down a couple of streets and you see there is a hunter's shop.
Okay.
A hunter's shop sells things like rabbits, pheasants, deer, pigeon.
Right.
We're just looking for a place to get rations, right?
Well, I don't know. There's a stove. I'm quite partial to a good meal.
Oh my god, come on, yeah.
Well, rations have like breads and stuff, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, they have a ration would be something like bread, cheese, maybe some fruit, some grapes or maybe an apple or something like that.
Which I have a bunch of.
There might be a biscuit in there as well. There's biscuits. Don't forget the bakers do things like gingerbread.
Mm.
Yeah, my one was from the bakers, so they gave me special gingerbread.
You won't find anything of a confectionery. You won't find anything in the way of sugar or chocolate.
Is there any way of me
Yeah,
being able
it's
to
like
make
this.
a stew if I go to the hunter's place?
Yes.
Can I get
Yes.
Can I get ingredients to make a stew from there?
Yes. There is. There's a lot of pulses, so barley.
You
Okay.
cook?
Yeah. This will be fun. There's rabbit.
You don't cook, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, there's rabbit, there's hare, there's deer, there
Oh.
is pheasant, there is partridge, and there's pigeon, and there's a lot of gamey stuff kind of things. There's the hunters. Next door to the hunters is a small pie shop.
Ooh, pie.
Bakers? Or just pie?
They just
I
do
have a
pies.
question then.
They just do pies. It's like, you know when you go into an old-fashioned butcher's, you kind of have the butcher's, and then towards one side you maybe have a cheese counter, and you might have a pie shop on the other side. And this is one of those establishments where in the middle, it's more of a game. So there's like wild boar and stuff like that.
And you get pastries.
It's called a
and-
hunter's, a hunter's kind of delicatessen kind of thing.
Yeah.
And on the left-hand side of it, if you go through a small arch, beautifully tiled out, by the way. It's like it's a very, very ornate white tiles with the coats of arms of various houses enamelled into them. Black and white checkered floor, very, very nice. Like a giant chessboard. If you go in there, it's like a very, very clean chessboard kind of thing. There's cheeses and milks, yogurts, eggs, and then on the other side, if you go through a different archway, pretty much almost like a mirror image, like very, very symmetrical kind of place, there is a pies. There's also roast chicken, because what they do is they take the chickens, or they take the pheasants, the birds, they pluck them, yeah, keep the feathers, obviously, and then they put them onto big giant roasting spits and turn them in front of an open fire grill kind of thing.
Right. Okay. I turn to the two ladies and I say,
Smell is
any of you know how to
amazing.
cook?
Smell is amazing. You can smell occasionally what they do. What very few herbs they've got a little bit of thyme and a little bit of parsley. They kind of sprinkle over the top of the roast chicken. It smells gorgeous.
Yeah, I turn to them and I say, any of you know how to cook?
Now, is there... I don't know if this one has the system of that you can... If you do something with someone, you both can, like, roll, in a sense, or something.
What do you mean?
So, like, if Lee wanted to cook something and I
Yeah.
assist him, would I make him benefit anything? Or would he still roll his roll? He won't get, like, another
It would
roll.
still be his roll, but he would get 50% of your bonus.
Just a bonus?
50% of it.
Oh. Then I have no bonus, I guess. Unless it's a certain, like, it doesn't have to be a secondary skill. Or
It'll go on a
something.
stat, so wherever your stat bonus would be. So I'm just going to check on the secondary skills and find out where we at here.
I don't think I have anything to do with cooking.
I'm going to check cooking.
Because I
think
have
it's
nothing on
skills.
cooking, I just want to know.
Oh, I can find out what the stat is. I'll tell you what the stat is. Whoa,
Okay.
no.
If it's intelligence, I might have a chance, but
Yeah, if it, no. If it's anything to do with...
Cooking is IT, so that's intuition.
Yes! +10.
Intuition is basically That's salty. That's sweet.
Okay.
So you don't put salt in the rice pudding.
The
Well,
good thing is I have
Okay.
really high
That's a
intuition.
herb. That's a spice. So it's an intuition rather than intelligence. And intelligence would be like, oh, these two go together because like that's the way it's done properly, kind of
And
thing.
the good thing
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I have high intuition.
Intuition would be like, yeah, parsley and chicken. Not like you know, like parsley and fish and thyme and chicken because they go together. It's an intuition kind of thing. You don't put like 5 spices with fish.
I guess I
Okay.
can say that I've helped a lot with cooking, but I haven't cooked myself per se.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not like expert cooker, but I could try and help.
I really
you
want to
with
get
it.
some rabbit and like I'm having like a rabbit stew.
Yeah, you can get a couple of rabbits. There's hare and rabbit.
Can I go in now and inquire how much the rabbits are?
Yeah, the rabbits
I
are.
guess we follow in suit then.
Okay, you want a big one, a little one? There's a nice one here, and he's got them like hanging up,
Yeah.
with their rear legs tied together, kind of thing, over a hook. And they're just literally just hanging on a hook, kind of thing. And he pulls the one down. It's maybe about £3 in weight,
Okay.
and it'll cost you 2 copper pieces.
Okay. And has he got any like stuff that I can see that I would need to make a stew? Like
Yeah, he's got some dry pulses,
Yeah.
some barley. He's got it's kind of like it's called a herb stew sachet kind of thing. What it is a bit of cheesecloth,
Yeah.
and it's got a little bit of thyme, a little bit of lavender, and a little bit of mint, and a small piece of garlic, and it's all tied together in this cheesecloth with a piece of string tied around it. And what you do is you drop that inside.
Mhm.
Yes, and you might want to put some potatoes in there, and maybe a couple of carrots. And then just cook it all together. Cook it nice and slow for about 4 hours. Yeah, have a bit of a slurp, and it says, and then if it's a little like, if it needs a little bit more flavour, and just put in a pinch of salt. Boil it for another hour or so, and then until the potato kind of mushes down and becomes all like squishy.
It's a shame I didn't get it's a shame I don't actually know how to cook properly.
Becomes all nice and squishy, and then eat it, like put it into a bowl and eat it really, really quickly. Yeah, because it becomes like a very thick broth, especially if you put the barley in. The barley and the potato kind of like make it thick. If you want to be really, really adventurous, put in a drop of cream.
I'm noting everything down as a character, but I haven't wrote anything down, so I'm screwed.
Okay.
So I can remember most of that.
Yeah,
right,
we'll both try to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I don't know if I want to get the rabbit now.
Oh God.
I know.
Oh,
I
we
walked
just
in there, but
got
I've just.
cooking tips.
Cooking
I know,
tea.
but I didn't have a bowl, do I?
Okay, an old, a very elderly lady comes in. She's got one of those wicker kind of like shopping baskets, you know, the ones I'm about, yeah.
Yes.
And it's got a red and white checkered kind of covering over the top of it.
Like a
And she
picnic
comes in
basket.
and she says, I'll take 6 eggs, and I'll take half a pound of your wild boar sausages.
Oh,
Ooh, sausages.
that might be something nice to just
Oh,
cook
now
up.
I want a barbecue.
Oh God!
Barbecues, man.
All right, you got
Right.
about 10 minutes to get back to the boat. 10 minutes to get back to the boat. So she
Yeah,
she
we-
gets
we-
6 duck eggs, and
Well, we
2
can
links, 2 links of these like very black, very black, very thick sausages. She gets
Yeah.
2 of those,
So, do you want meat, or we can go quickly
and it
to...
costs her 1 bronze piece to be able to buy the 6 eggs and the 2 very big sausages. It got 1 bronze piece.
Can I say, can I have the same?
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he turns around and he gets 6 duck eggs,
Yeah.
nice blue ones.
Okay.
Yes.
Are they meant
Is
to be
this
blue?
going in your inventory, Lee?
It will probably.
6
Okay.
duck eggs. Yeah, remember they're fresh duck eggs. He says you want to eat them quickly, mind. Don't let them go longer than a couple of days because they kind of go a bit. Oh, they don't go very well after a
It's
couple
fine.
of days.
That's fine.
And
Thank
then
you.
a couple of links of this very thick black sausage.
Yes. Okay. We'll take that.
It's about a pound's worth in weight.
Okay. Then we'll take that and we'll go and get some rations very quickly.
Okay,
and
there's one
head
bronze
back.
piece. One bronze piece.
Yeah, I'll give him one
I
bronze.
have, I have like 18, the same as 18 meals.
Well, you didn't tell
Yeah,
me
but
this.
that's 18. That's 18. Like maybe 18 like biscuits, 18 pieces of small pieces of cheese, 18 pieces of fruit, and 18 like small buns of bread.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it lasts a week, Zelly, and then it goes off.
exactly. So
How
might as well
many,
not waste it.
Yeah, I asked the guy how many sausages he
Two.
has.
Oh, how many sausages you got?
Yeah,
Oh, he says, well, I've got a couple of the boar left,
yeah.
and then I've got a lot of these pork ones here, and these pork ones are good ones. These ones because he's
I'm asking him to give me a what?
He's
How
got
much was that?
some
6 eggs.
He's
And that
put
was
some
one
nice
copper.
bramblies with those ones. They're very, very good.
Was that 1 copper and for the 6 eggs and 2 sausages?
No,
yeah.
one bronze. One
One
bronze.
bronze, sorry,
one
one
bronze
bronze.
for the 2 sausage, the boar sausage, because boar sausage is expensive these days.
Bronze.
And 6 duck eggs. And 6 duck eggs. The 6 duck eggs are really, really good, especially going to make a cake.
Okay, I asked him to give me a bronze worth of sausages.
A bronze. Oh, you want the little ones, the pork ones?
Whatever.
He said, well, the ones with apple are very nice. He just
Yes.
put a brambly in there this morning.
That's good. We'll have those.
He says, oh, you can have the pickled ones. Would you like the pickled ones?
Apple ones would be good.
Apple ones. Okay, so
The
pork and
apple
apple.
ones are fine.
Pork and
Okay.
apple. Pork and apple
Yep.
sausages, yes. Okay, right. How many?
Just a bronze worth.
A bronze worth. That's about 4.
Okay, that's fine.
That's about 4 because he just had to make them this morning.
That's fine, mate. I'll
Okay,
chuck-
but you want to eat
yeah.
them quickly. You have them for your tea or something like that. Have them, nice.
He's a very chatty
I know,
huntsman guy.
Nice, a couple of slices of bread. It'd be really, really good for you. Yeah, I got a nice
I
bit of
really
bacon
like
to go
this
with it as well.
What's his name? I want to know his name.
Oh,
Got a nice bit of bacon to go alongside here. Look at this. Oh, nice
Wait,
bit
do
of
I know
topside that
him?
one.
No,
Right,
like
oh, yes,
yes, you know
passerby
him.
or
Yes,
like...
I know him.
I slammed the 2 bronze down on the counter then.
2 bronze. Oh, I say. Right, okay. Well, we okay. I tell you what. I'll put a couple in for you for free. There you go. How's that, eh?
Oh, thanks very much,
There you
mate.
go. There's six sausages. That'll keep you
Must
going.
You've
Yes,
been
yes.
so great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Keep you going till tea time, won't it?
I wave at him, I pick the stuff up, and I'm walking out.
I'm
Okay.
walking out too.
He's
so
wrapped
yeah.
it up in nice grease-proof paper.
I wave at him like, hey, hi, bye.
Owen's wondering what the hell you're doing, but you know.
Right, so,
I don't get it, but he wants a good meal. Let's go.
Yeah. we'll start walking back to the boat because I don't think we've got time
Okay,
for
you're heading
rations.
back to the boat, and you get back to the boat, and you see the a crane has been moved into place.
Wait, do we have bowls?
No.
No, you haven't got a chance to go bowls. You just passed the bloody carpenters who
Yeah.
made an excellent turnover in making wooden bowls and spoons, but never mind, you weren't bothered about that, were you? You wanted
Oh
shavings
no!
off the
Don't
floor.
we have time? I could have dipped in
There's a
there when he was
crane.
doing meat.
There's a crane being moved
bound
into
to be
place, and
some
at the end of this
cooking.
crane, there's a very, very big cargo net, and there's a lot of wooden crates in this cargo net, and it's been dropped in to the barge.
In the barge we were in.
And the barge you were in.
Oh,
You know
okay.
it's your barge because the horse is still in it.
Is there any symbol on the barge, on the crates?
Uh,
The only thing I noticed.
Yeah, perception.
There's an arrow pointing up, and it says this way.
This
I'm
way
clever.
up.
I'm clever.
Okay.
My roll is 82.
Yeah, you see the black crates, and they've got a white
Right, so-
arrow, and it just says this way
Black.
on them.
Okay.
Yeah, the black,
Black
crates.
crates. Ooh.
So I'll get everyone on. I say that, hurry up, let's get on.
Oh, you get
No,
on. You get
I
on.
wanna
Oh,
talk to
we
the-
get on
You get,
Yeah.
you get on, okay, you get on. You've got your sausages, and you got your eggs, and you got your whatever it is.
with no bowls.
Well, we'll use cooking utensils. I
What cooking utensils?
don't know, there'll be something.
Oh God, I love it.
Figure this out as we go along.
I figured I was
Shut
going
up.
on. Okay,
Is
I'm
there
gonna
like
have to get on the
pans and
boat. Owen's
pots at
like,
least?
There's a
I want to
kettle.
talk to the barman, the barge man.
the skipper.
Yeah,
Aye.
because I want to know. He said he was going up empty. I want to say plans haven't changed, have they?
Oh,
I want to make sure
he
we're
says,
still okay.
I've got to run this upstream. The farmers need it.
Can I ask what it is?
Yeah, it's only a couple of crates of manure. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay, I'll head back down to the others and I'll say that. You know, he's just got to take this upstream.
Yeah,
Ah, that'll be fine. We just have to hold our noises. For
It shouldn't be too much of a problem. The wind's behind us.
I don't think it is manure. I really don't think it is at all. I've got my doubts. I definitely have my doubts. Later on, I'm going to be doing probably like a
Perception check, 82.
I can see it there, Zellie. I can see it there. Two
Yeah.
black
What do I
crates.
think of the crates?
They smell.
Do they actually smell?
Of poo.
Oh yeah, they really reek.
Oh no.
Yeah, I still don't think it's.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
My keen smell says otherwise.
But they smell.
So, okay, loaded up. I'm not saying anything just yet. I want to get on the
See,
way
it doesn't
before
really
I
bother
say.
Lee an awful lot because it's horse manure, and because Lee's a rider of Rohan, he can sleep through it.
I
That'd
can't.
be why. That'd be why I can't
probably-
stand it.
It's kind of used to that smell. It's like, it's like aftershave.
Yeah.
And then he'd think, I doubt this is horse manure. And I'm like, are you kidding? It reeks of it.
Yeah.
No,
Can't
he
you
didn't,
smell
he didn't
that?
say horse manure. He just said manure.
This is manure.
See, so I was assuming cow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
cow-
Well,
Ouch.
either way, they all smell the same. It's poo.
Anyway, okay.
Okay,
I'm
the
not. I
crane
wasn't
is
say
just
anything
swinging
just yet.
slowly out the way.
Have
They've
you
got these
smelled a farm with the horse's poo and cow poo?
Yes, just
They're
make-
practically the
Just
same.
imagine slurry of silage.
Imagine your poo.
Okay, so you got
How
two
that
crates
would
of that
smell.
stuff, like 2 crates of this, and fortunately enough, he's put them at the far end of the actual barge kind of thing,
Okay.
right next to the 2 ceramic vessels of lantern fluid. So
Oh god, here we go.
Oh, we are full of things that can explode.
you'll be fine.
Nice
and
warm
catch
pot
fire.
manure that's going to catch fire somehow.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
I want to
literally.
ask Zellie and Elwin.
you ask Estel Faye.
I don't know your name.
Don't
Zellie's
you?
I know. My character has not actually asked you your name yet.
Oh, okay. Never
and
mind. You know Erwin
yeah.
because of me.
Yeah, I only know because you spoke of her name. So I asked Zellie's character and
Arwen.
you threw me off.
Oh my
Arwen.
god.
Oh,
Looks
jeez.
like we. I don't ask. I sort of speak to them and say, "Looks like we've made it just in time." Then. No, that's it.
you're ready to go.
just-
You're ready to go. Pretty much,
yeah,
you're pretty much ready to go. The skipper says, "Oh, you're all set then."
I give the
I
thumbs
guess
up.
So.
All right then. Yeah. Not much in the way of where to sit, really. I mean, just find a spot and
Don't worry, we
won't,
have
we won't be
pillows.
going that fast, really. we won't be going that fast. He
Yep.
kind of raises one of the sails, and it's kind of like two. It's not really a big mass sail. It's not like a tall ship or anything like that. It's 2 very
No, no.
small sails, and they're triangle in shape. And what he does, he pivots them in accordance with the wind, and he can rotate them. He can rotate 180 degrees from the full left to the full right. So if he gets a nice crosswind, he can accelerate him upstream quite quickly.
Does it ever single boom, or is it like a
There's
pyramid
2
boom?
separate ones. There's 2 separate ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As long as he's got both sails pointing in the same direction, he's got a good crosswind, like east to west crosswind, which he usually has either coming down the river or going back up the river, because the Gulf Stream, so to speak, on Middle Earth goes from west to east, because that's the
Yeah.
planetary rotation. He can get a good crosswind, especially in the open flatlands, which he'll be travelling through. Then he can return the sails from directly left to directly right, both of them, and then he can get a good kind of like wind cutting across the sails, which will drive the boat going forwards in direction. It takes him a little longer to actually go upstream than it does to come downstream. It takes him about maybe a day or so to go upstream, half a day or so to come downstream.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing because he's going against the stream now as well.
Yes, he is. So it's going to take him
Yep.
a little longer, but he says he hasn't got much in the way of accommodation. He doesn't exactly like have deck chairs or anything like that.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine for me anyway.
Yeah, there's a
It's
couple of empty
fine.
crates and things like that you could sit on. There's a pile of ropes and things like that. And it's still very, very sunny, and he's just manoeuvring into the centre of the river.
Okay. I want to ask because he said it's going to take about what, a day and a half.
About day and a half, yeah.
Yeah, I want to ask Elwyn if she thinks that's going to be enough time for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
she
to River
says
Run.
the sooner she gets to Rivendell, the better.
Yeah,
Okay.
so obviously fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
but
going to take
we're
them a
not
couple of
getting
days.
to
I mean,
Riverdale,
if
are we?
they just left like in the early hours of this morning,
Yeah.
they're still actually on the road, the North Road. They haven't got to their destinations yet. They're still on the North Road.
Yeah.
So if she can get to Rivendell by the time that they actually get to their destinations, then it would mean that the 3 key players, or the 3 key members of the story so far, are in position.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, unless something goes wrong.
The boat sinks. No.
Unless something goes wrong or something happens,
Which will mostly probably will happen.
she could foresee Aragorn getting to Bree by this evening, and
On your really fast horse.
the old man in the carriage probably getting to the Shire by early tomorrow morning.
Okay. Well, what I want to do is I want to just.
You will probably get to Rivendell in about 2 days' time.
That's fine. I want to
So
sit
we're
up
now-
against the crate. I want to like lean my back against the crate and just sort of go. Just chill, relax.
Okay. So you're in the middle of the river. You've now done a U-turn with using the sails. He's pulling these riggings kind of thing. And it's very, very ingenious kind of like...
Use the Force. Put Google in your dock and just type...
What?
He's
What
used
is
the Force.
Jedi training?
It's alright. That's okay. So yes, he's got a unique type of steering mechanism. What he has a dial to a dial to the left and a dial to the right. And by rotating, he has his left hand on one, his right hand on the other. And by rotating each of the dials, he can change the angle of the sails. So it's all done by like ropes and rigging. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he is now steering his way north out of Tharbad.
I guess we should make small talk while we're moving upstream. Right?
About an hour goes by, and you've actually moved out of Tharbad waters now, so you're kind of to about there.
I want to go up to the. That's fine. You can leave me laying down. I want to go up to the. I want to go up to the captain, and I want to start talking to him.
You go up to the skipper. The skipper is just basically he has a special lock. He's a special little. He can lock these sails in position by just pushing down on the handle plungers, and they kind of lock into position. If he
Yeah.
wants to change them, he can just pull them back up again, and then steer them, and then he can push down again. They lock back into position, so he can lock the rigging if he wants to be able to go around and check on his cargo or things like that. He does have one small deckhand, a 13-year-old boy who you saw earlier, who was clearing out the slurry in the bilge pump. And
Yeah.
the pump is literally just like, you know, one of those city water pumps?
Yep.
Where you have a handle on it, and you just pump it up and down, and what that does is it just
Pumps it out.
pumps out the excess water that's taken on board.
Okay.
Well
Well,
said.
I sort of want to chat to him. I want to ask him where these manure is going. Crates of manure, he said.
The crate of manure?
Yeah. So where have you got to drop it off? Because I reckon he's going to drop it off before we get to our place stop.
He's got to drop them off at one of the farmsteads, which is about halfway along,
Or, well,
about here.
okay.
This is a farm.
Yeah.
He's got to drop it off there. It won't take him long. It'll take him 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, just to drag the cargo off.
Can I ask what the farm does, what it sells, what it raises?
It's an apple orchard.
Ah, okay.
And then the final stop is here, right?
That's
Yep.
right. That's as far as he can go because the river becomes so shallow.
Yeah.
It's not wise to take the boat up there. Plus, it kind of he's heading up into the mountains after that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the winds can be very tricky. This all this down the side. This is all open flat land. So you can imagine this where we at here. All this area here, I'll do this green colour. All this is all open flat land. This is all open flat land.
Mm.
And
See, I was
there's
hoping that
farms
I'd been
running.
like force area there, you know.
Yeah, there's farms running kind of like up and down here. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the farm up at our final stop will probably have horses.
The farm, the
Hopefully.
place where your final stop is
It's
a
a town,
small
isn't it?
town. It's a small
Yeah.
town, yes. If it's a small little house like this, it's kind of like a farmstead, like a manor. These are ruins. Sorry, on the map. I'm just pointing.
Yep.
These little 3 dots are ruins.
Golden ball.
There's little ruins kind of thing. Little ruins kind of thing. They're all over the place. These are farms or manors. These are small towns. So there's a town. There's a manor. There's a small housestead. You know what I mean? So there's a ruin. There's a nice little farmstead. Yeah.
Okay, while I'm up there, I'll just say to the guy then, you know, if there's anything you need help with, just give us a shout. No, I'll go back down and I need to start talking to Estel and whatever her name is.
Arwen.
Arwen.
Okay. Well.
Arwen and Zellie.
I stick with Arwen because she's
Arwen.
self-kind and I kind of want to know her story.
Arwen's story?
Like the way her travel, like where she started from, and
She
then
was
where
sent out. She went out from Rivendell about a month ago. She travelled down through the Misty Mountains, passed through the Gap of Rohan, just north of Helm's Deep, where she met the old guy. Yeah.
Mhm.
They travelled down to through the lands of the Rohan, through into Gondor, and into Minas Tirith. The old guy had something he needed to look up. He needed some information on something, and can't remember. She wasn't sure what it was.
Mm.
But the old man said it was important.
Okay.
She knows what it is, but she's not going to say what it is. Okay.
Would I be aware of that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's something really, really important, and the old man was getting some information on it, and he needed to be able to check the old library at Minas Tirith. He got the information that he needed, and he told Arwen what it was, and he said that she would wait there in Minas Tirith because it was too dangerous for them both to travel together. He would head out first, and 24 hours later, the following day, she would follow him. They were to rendezvous again in Tharbad. There they would meet Aragorn, who was surveying the lands just north of Tharbad, in an area called the Troll Shores. And they were going to meet the old man and Arwen there in the Dusty Jug.
Right.
Okay.
That didn't happen.
Obviously.
I want to sit down and I want to say, so your name's Arwen, yes?
Arwen.
Arwen.
Yeah.
And you are, and I look at Zeddy.
You are.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at Zellie.
He looks at me and
That's a
I
silly
mean,
character.
Okay.
oh yeah. I'll just say I'll just introduce. Oh yeah. Yeah. My name is Estel Faye.
Estel.
Estel
Okay.
Faye. And it means her who serves drinks.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. No.
No, it doesn't.
That's fine. I don't need no meanings.
No.
I want to ask if they know each other, because
They do now.
to
I
me.
asked for his name and yours.
Oh, you asked for mine. Okay. My name is what did I call myself? Quick.
Farrell, wasn't it?
Bearloff.
Fairloff.
How'd you
Bearloff.
spell that so I can write it down?
Oh god.
I'll tell you what.
Oh
after.
wait, I'll just look at your character sheet.
Okay. So yeah, I say my name.
Theolaf.
Bearloff.
Theo.
Theoloff.
Yes.
Medwin.
Well, I don't say my
Theo.
second name. I just say my
okay,
first.
Theoloff.
Yeah, I just say
there
my
you go,
first.
Theoloff.
Yeah, and I'm writing that down.
Okay. Now I want to know if they know each other because they seem very like to me. I don't know this other elf and they just look like elves.
They just look like physically
But
appearing.
remember, I did tell you that she's quite famous among
I know,
elves, and
but-
I didn't.
That's all you've told me.
It's easier to tell. If you saw
Okay,
a
maybe,
half elf
okay.
might have a freckle.
Okay.
Yeah, or a half elf male may have a
Zellie
beard.
has a massive nose on her
a
character.
beard, like a,
No.
no, but they might have some kind of human patterns. I know that
Okay.
they're definitely half elf. They might have
So,
freckles or something. They
I
might have
have
something
spotted that it's a
normal
half
elves
elf.
don't have.
Okay.
But it's
If-
very, very subtle, and it's even more subtle on a female than it is on a male. On a male, you would see facial hair.
So would I say I've actually spotted it's a half elf?
Both of them.
Both of them. You might notice it on what's Zellie's appearance. Zellie's appearance is 41. So yes, you might notice it on Zellie, but you will definitely not notice it on Arwen.
Okay. You know what? I'm good. I don't, know any questions. I just
You
want to
don't need
rest.
to know anything. Just stay on the boat.
Yeah, I
Stay
just gonna
on
stay on the
boat.
boat next to the shit here and just.
Oh,
Yes.
I was getting ready for some small talk.
I know. I'm just gonna rest though because I don't think I need to know anything.
Arwen tells you that she was supposed to meet Aragorn and that in Tharbad, and they had
Yeah.
some important news, and she knows that Aragorn was meant to get that information or to confirm that information, and then if it was true, head towards Bree, and then Gandalf was going to head towards the Shire and deal with the situation there. But when
Actually, I have a good question for Lee.
okay, oh for Lee, okay,
Oh, blue.
Arwen
Oh,
tell us then, go on.
Within our small talk and stuff, I'm like, so what you were originally supposed to do here, it back at Tharbad anyway, other than to not be in a fight, which you were in.
To be honest, I was just passing through looking for trade. I had some bits in the
Oh,
old wagon that I was gonna get rid of.
Get rid of. He got rid of them, all right.
Yeah, but I didn't get anything for them.
Yeah.
I was looking for
Oh.
trade, heading through. I was going to continue north and see what I get.
Oh, what kind of tradesman are you?
Horseman originally.
Oh, so you, so you, so you, so you deal with horses and stuff?
Yes, in the past I used to graze them and sell them on.
That's kind of cool. So what's like your favorite horse?
Oh, good.
Okay, well what I do then is I end up, because I can't remember the horses' actual names at the moment. I used to, no, physically, I used to actually know them because where I work in that, but I can't remember anything for marketing at the moment. So, let me find...
Just find a random horse breed and yep, that's the one.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find it, but I couldn't. I'll list off a few breeds and that, like, because I don't know.
Okay.
Is it going to be the same in that world as in this world?
What do you mean for horses?
Yeah, I presume not because they're different,
they
aren't
wouldn't,
they?
They wouldn't have like the Navajo Indian horse or anything like that.
No.
No.
Okay. That throws that plan out the front.
No. Obviously, they won't have the American horses, and they won't have the stallions. They'll still have stallions, but
Yeah,
they
well,
wouldn't
the
be like
stallions
the
are the best.
Arabian stallion or anything like that. They would be.
Okay, well,
Okay,
what
well,
kind of
I-
breed would Lee's horses be that he
Yeah.
stole them from?
I'm just going to say,
Could've got
I
stolen.
sold anything. I know. I'll say I had many. I don't have a particular favourite. Every horse is
The
different in its
Rohirrim
own way.
horses,
From light horses to medium to heavy horses to the war great horses. and-
They're all particularly one breed, but Rohirrim horses have like a bloodline.
Mm.
Yes, like race horses these days.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yes, they're kind of like that is the horse of so and so's famous horse, like Red Rum and all the rest of it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a similar kind of situation with all Rohirrim horses. All Rohirrim horses are catalogued.
Yes.
Yes, they're all catalogued, so they know which one belongs to what. And in fact, they have an entire politics around it, where upon who has ownership of the foal from a certain breeding situation kind of thing. And there's a lot of trade. The Rohirrim keep records of, and they have people who actually like somebody would get a horse, and their job would be to raise that horse and to train that horse and to keep the records of that horse. And then when the time came for that horse to like mate with another horse, they would hand those records and the horse over to somebody else, and then they would start the process again with another horse. So they're kind of like horse handlers, horse rearers, and they have an entire structure based around that kind of thing. Everything's based around the horse, and their whole political structure is based on that kind of thing. That's the kind of lifestyle that the Rohirrim have. Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
give all that information.
There's more information. Actually,
Estel.
when it comes down to it, when you go when you go to Rohirrim, like Edoros, which is the capital of Rohan,
Yeah.
and you say, I want to see the records. You're like,
So he's from Rohan.
he's from the land of the Rohirrim, the Rohan,
Yeah.
the realm of Rohan. And if you go to Edoras is where they keep the records. What they do is they keep more on horse records than they do on actual family records. Okay?
That's good to know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I blurt all that out to Zellie because I'm a
That's a
Rohirrim.
lot of
and my character would know that. I don't.
No, I
but
can't.
my
No, when you
character
explain
would.
it, you think it's weak. Because you've been in Tharbad, and Tharbad keeps a record on people's taxes and property and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes? But if you go to the land of Rohan, you would say, oh, this horse has this much acreage to run around in,
Yeah.
and
so it's
this
all-
horse's perimeter is alongside this other horse breeder's, and he has 3 horses, and one of them is like a mare, and he's got 2, like, yeah,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. And he sold 1 mare to this person and paid 3 gold, and it was done in the spring of this year, and all that kind of stuff. All the transactions and all the politics is based on around the horse, not how much money or how much land the person has, but how much land the horses can run around on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you think if you think of it like today, one where we have gallops and we have like race courses and tracks like that, you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like yeah. It's like, oh, you have like 30 furlongs. Oh, right. Well, you got 30 furlongs of like running area. What type of area is that? Oh, well, it's partly boggy and it's like good firm land, and some of it's occasionally rocky.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. So you kind of that same thing. And if you have very poor land or a small amount of land, you will not be given so many horses to look after.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
that kind of thing.
So much information.
Yeah, there's lots based around all the races around Middle Earth all have so much in depth into them. Their political structure, their financial structure, their record structure, and the Rohan is based entirely around the horse, the freedom of the horse, and the benefits of the horse, because the horse lineage is recorded, and they don't see it, or it's just a horse kind of thing. What they do is when they see a horse, they say, oh, that's a horse, and that horse has the potential of creating another like 3 or 4 other horses that might be really good horses.
Yeah.
Yes, almost they're just one step away from actually worshipping the horse. In the lands of Rohan, you know, like in Great Britain, you have the white horse in the cliff.
Yep.
Yes, and you have the Celtic horse and all that kind of stuff. Molded into the landscape.
Mhm.
They have that kind of stuff in the lands of Rohan as well. They have big giant carvings in the landscape or in the hills, marking their territory as this is the land of the horse. And sometimes you'll see trees planted in a certain pattern, or carvings and things like that. And when you come to a horse stead or a horse farm or a stable or something like that, there will be a carved figure of a horse at the entrance to that farmstead, and the carved figure of the horse would portray how many horses they had and how big of a stabling or what kind of heritage that horse stabling has. Okay?
Right. Okay. Yep.
You look about there.
Okay. Oops.
Okay, this small little, I don't know if you can see my pointer. Can you see my pointer?
What sort of time of day are we at the moment? I mean,
Okay, you're coming into mid-afternoon.
okay, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. You're coming into mid-afternoon. It's around about 4 o'clock.
Well, I haven't had anything all night, all day.
You haven't, no, because literally you just, like, You got up, you had your little conversation, you had your meeting with Arwen, you got the horse, this was getting up around about 10 o'clock. You put the horse onto the boat, you spent a couple hours running around the city, sorting things out and putting things together. Around about lunchtime, you departed from Tharbad, and this is about 4 hours upstream now.
I'll let you tell us about the circles, and then
Okay,
I'll
the small little circle, that's a ruin. In the fork of the river, on the right-hand side, you sound like a tour guide. On the right-hand side, if you look out the starboard side of the boat,
Isn't it port,
you will
the right-hand
see
side?
a ruin. Yes, it's the starboard.
Is it?
Yeah. Starboard side of your boat, you will see the ruin of a windmill.
Okay.
Okay.
Does the windmill look like anything anyone would recognise or know?
No,
about
it's
it?
just a regular run-down, cobbled tower. One of the sails is like just missing completely, like just the whole one of the sails. It was a 4-sail windmill. One of the sails is completely gone, and the other 3 are kind of just hanging on in there. The top of it, which was usually a thatched roof, is completely missing. And it looks like just a very run-down kind of windmill. You're not too sure when it was last occupied, but it looks like it was a long time ago.
Right.
Open flat lands at the moment, so you can imagine on the left, on the port and the starboard side, there is
Nice and open.
lots of reeds. It's very open. It's very, very windy. There's a very, very crosswind. There's no hills for as far as you can probably see, which is quite a distance. You can see probably about 30 or 40 kilometers to the left and the right. And there's lots of waterfowl.
Can I say to the girls then, or the ladies, I should say, sorry, what time's dinner?
I guess
Well, actually,
when
no.
everyone's
I like it.
Let me turn around and say, who's cooking then?
The skipper's kind of just hanging himself up. He's not hanging himself, but he's like kind of parked
Like,
himself.
he's bored or something.
He's parked himself at the rear of the boat, at the stern of the boat, and he's trailing a small kind of, I don't know, like a net in the
I
water.
thought fishing net or
Yeah, he's trailing a small net. It's only a small net, and he's dragging it along behind the boat as the boat's just steadily progressing around about 4 or 5 miles an hour upstream.
okay. Let's go and have a look, see what that is first, because it might be some food we can cook up. So I'll go and chat with him. I'll ask him what it is and that, what he's doing with the net, what purpose does it
He
serve.
says freshwater crayfish.
Oh right, okay. Caught anything yet?
I don't know, he just drops it in. He probably give it half an hour or so and see what's in there. You never know. Sometimes it could be something, sometimes it could be nothing. Passes the time.
Okay, let's I'll head back. I asked the other 2 if they know how to cook, because I'm pretty bad.
Okay.
I can try. Because I did say that they have high intuition, so I could try and cook.
You could try?
Yeah.
What is your intuition?
Because the bonus on because my intuition is 90,
Yeah, you got
Okay.
plus 10.
so I got plus 10.
So you should at least know how to cook stuff.
Plus 10. Okay, you know how to cook
Oh
stuff.
yeah. I
Okay.
already know.
Okay, Zellie, how are you going to cook and what are you going to cook?
I'm sure Lee's character.
Hey?
I'm going to call him Theo because that's for short.
Okay.
Theo. I'm
What-
calling him
Theo?
Theo.
What are you
We're
cooking?
already giving him. We're
What-
already giving each other nicknames. How nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
What are you
woman.
cooking and how are you going to cook it?
I guess since it's like
What I'll do is I give her 3 eggs.
3 eggs, okay, 3 eggs. What are you going to do with these 3 eggs? Boil them?
I guess
3
I'm gonna.
sausages. She can do what she wants with them. I just need them
I
cooked. I'll
guess
give
I
them-
could make
you
a
want with 'em.
typical fried egg and a sausage.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can manage that. That's not too difficult.
Yeah, like fried eggs and a sausage. You know, like bangers and mash or something.
Except for without
Because of mash,
potatoes.
so there's no mash.
Except there's no mash and it's just eggs.
No,
oh
no, it's
no,
very-
what's the egg dish
Sausage.
called? I've forgotten. Sunny side up?
Sunny side out, yeah.
Sunny,
I don't know,
sunny side up?
If you're using ingredients and the ingredients you get back are identical to the ingredients you submitted, but just cooked, then it's not that difficult.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
like
doing
cooking
fried
toast.
eggs and fried sausage.
If you were
You see-
taking the ingredients and then manipulating them in a way to make a cake, then yes, that would be called complex. But
Okay.
since you're just basically just taking an egg, dropping it into a pan and frying it,
Yeah, it's not that
it's
hard.
not that hard. It's like doing a boiled egg.
Unless
it's
I
like doing
botch
toast.
this roll.
See, that's the thing. I didn't want to do it just in case I roll like 0-0 or 0-1.
Okay, well, you...
No, 0-0 is 100, which is great.
Yeah.
Use 100,
Zero
you
one.
roll again, that on top. Okay, fling your dice. Let's have a look. What's this for, the egg or the sausage? Ooh.
Oh god, so you don't burn it.
Well, I have plus 10, so it won't be
I
that
know, come on, it won't be that bad. It'll just be like...
I
While
guess-
she's doing this, can I start putting up the tarp?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll start
Whoa,
doing
that went right over the... Okay. That's 28 plus 10, so that's 38. 38.
38. For
38.
the, I guess the...
You can say the plus 20 as well because the ingredients, the complexity of it is like fairly easy. It's not simple. But
I guess the egg first.
So that's
like-
58. Okay, fine. Yeah,
Or maybe
you
the
successfully
sausage
managed
first.
to... No,
Yeah.
okay, which one are you doing, the sausage or the egg?
do sausage first.
Sausage first, because they take longer, right?
Okay, you successfully cook... How many sausages are you cooking? All of them?
No, just 4.
4 of the pork and apple.
Yeah.
Zellie,
Yes, 4.
you successfully managed to cook 4 sausages.
Yay!
Decently.
Well, they're not seasoned, but they're cooked.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
That's all I care.
That's alright then.
Okay, egg time.
Egg time. Okay, same again. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh. 98.
No, I'm gonna fat this up. This is gonna be a big one. So
Apparently, I can cook eggs better than meat.
Well,
That
yeah,
makes
eggs are pretty.
sense. Meat is harder to cook than.
I was gonna say eggs are pretty simple.
roll
I
again.
didn't even
Roll
ask
again, I
you.
guess.
If
98
you're a vegetarian, I
plus
think.
73. 98 plus 73.
191. Okay.
Wow. Plus 10.
You
Did you add it?
successfully. Yeah, I did. You successfully managed to take the duck egg.
Eggs.
Or duck eggs. Yes.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yes. All 3 of them. And you drop them into the pan, and you managed to successfully, no clue whatsoever. You just think, well, I've seen it done like this before, and
Yeah.
you turn it into a huge omelette.
Omelets for everyone.
Okay.
No, just one big omelette.
Just one really large omelette, but it's a very, very large pan, so you can manage to feed everybody with just one large omelette. You've also you also notice that there's supposed to be some herbs and things in this omelette as well. So you open up one of the stew packs, have a little taste and have a little bit of a sniff as well, and you find a small thing that looks like an oxo cube. The easiest way to describe it, which is called a spice cube. And you break a little bit off and you sprinkle that into the omelette, and you manage to like add a little bit extra spice to the omelette as well. It smells beautiful, it smells fantastic, and it tastes great.
Nom nom nom.
Okay, so your sausages are just cooked, no seasoning whatsoever. But your 3 eggs, you managed to successfully create a very, very nice tasting spicy omelette.
Mm.
Okay,
Mind you,
Yay.
the eggs were already pre-seasoned. Remember?
you get 200. Eh?
The eggs, they're the apple soaked one. Remember?
The apple. Oh, the sausages.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Pre-seasoned eggs.
Sorry. Yeah, sausages.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, the sausages, yeah, they are pork and apple sausages, so they're quite very, very sweet, juicy kind of sausages, but they have no salt and pepper in them. That's what I'm saying. There's no salt and pepper or no
Yeah.
spice in them or anything like that. No.
Don't need salt and pepper. there.
Yes. Then
Yeah,
you
could
gain
use
your,
a bit of salt, but it's okay.
you get yourself 200 experience points for actually successfully cooking an omelette.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, I have to write that down.
I've got it written down. You get 200 experience points for actually successfully scrambling 3 eggs and turn them into an omelette.
Oh wow! Look at you,
200.
clever girl.
200, you said.
200, yeah.
7. Okay. I got it.
So yeah, while she's cooking, then could I put the tarp up over? Like I'm gonna try to tie it onto the bit where she's in, and to the like I don't know, like angle it down somewhere, or find a bit of wood or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't think this through.
Because of the way the sails are, yeah,
Yeah.
what you do is you can create some kind of canopy that goes on the back of the boat.
Yeah, that do.
Okay, you can't exactly put it out over the boat because of the way the sails are. Yeah, if you canopy the sails, then there's no wind going to get to the sails and the boat ain't going to go forward.
Yes.
So you have to create some kind of canopy that goes on the back of the boat. It'll still keep you dry and still keep you warm, but it'll also keep the boat going forwards.
Yeah.
It will hold. You have no problem putting it together. But it will hold so long as you don't get any strong winds.
Right. Okay.
Okay, it'll keep you dry. I mean, the rain's not going to take it off, but the wind might. So you just got to be careful you don't get no strong winds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking if it's getting late evening, it must be getting near dark as well.
It's getting fairly dark.
I wanted to get it up before it got too dark. You see.
Oh, you're up to about here somewhere. Oops, I never thought.
You just
Oh.
place us along the
There we
side of the
go.
river so we know roughly.
Yeah, I'll just. Yeah.
You're about there somewhere. Yeah, it's starting to come into about twilight.
Okay. So yeah, that's all up then. You know, I'll sit back down on the old ropes.
And then you see the food.
I smell the food.
You can smell the food, yes. You can smell the food better than you can smell the manure.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And
I
I'm just glad
doubts.
I can smell the food just over the manure. Like, just smell
Yeah.
the food to not
Yes.
smell the stink.
I turned to not Estelle, what's the old lady?
Arwen.
Arwen. I want to say Elwyn all the time.
Elwyn, no. someone else.
Arwen.
Elwyn's
I turned to Arwen. I said, "Looks like
Arwen.
food's done. Look like meat's back on the menu."
Meats.
meat, sausages. Each of you have your sausages and your spiced omelette. Tastes really, really nice. The sausages were a little bland, but you know,
What? They're apple.
I know, but they were just
to
a
me,
little-
They were
they're
a
perfect.
bit sweet.
a bit
it's a bit-
sweet. Yeah, they were a little sweet.
They needed a bit of salt.
You
Like,
talk
if I
about
added
ruin
a
it,
little bit of
it's salt on
seasoning.
them.
That's all.
Me and like Estelle are having this argument. She's saying they're sweet, and I was saying you'll be ruining them if they put salt on them. They're lovely as they are.
Oh, thanks.
No, that's
I
fine.
guess
But
they
the
were
omelette,
good.
the omelette was really, really nice.
Omelette
You
was
want to
nice.
minus off your 3 eggs and your sausages?
I've done that.
Good.
4
Okay.
sausages, remember? It was-
Oh.
So
Right.
you're
Six or
having
whatever it
2
is.
sausages, I'm assuming? That's why you said 4?
No, there were 6, wasn't it?
I no, yeah, but there was 6 that I brought, and I got 2 free. Remember?
Yes.
If we threw a couple in, that's 2
Yeah,
couple.
that's fine.
So yeah, I've only got 4 left.
4 sausages left.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. You've had your sausages. You've had your omelette. Very, very nice omelette.
As we were eating food and that, I asked oh my god, I just said her name. And I forgot.
Arwen.
Arwen. I sort of point my fork at the lady there. You know,
Fork. Yeah.
well, my hand because I've got no fork. And the sausage, I put
Oh god.
I bit into the sausage and I point to the lady going, "So what's your story with these guys then?"
Oh god. What guys? You just said the okay. She explained it earlier.
I know, but I wasn't paying
To
attention.
me.
Oh for God's sake.
Well, she mostly was explaining it to me, but
Right, she was explaining to you that she set out from Rivendell about a month ago. She followed the Misty Mountain south. She passed through the gaps of Rohan. She met up with the old dude. They went to Minas Tirith. He was looking up some information about some item of importance.
the old dude is called Gandalf, the rider guy is called Aragon, and they lived happy ever after.
Right, so I know the names of the riders and that. Do I actually know them? Like, do I know of
No, you
Gandalf?
don't. You've never met them. Wait, you have met them because you'd start the fight in a pub with them. But
Yeah, but prior to that,
you
do I
don't
know
know them on a social level, and they don't kind of. You're not best friends with them.
Do I
kind of.
know anything about Aragon?
Aragorn, he's just
Do I know of him?
Another
Or do I
person.
know of
Yeah,
him?
he's just another person.
Just another person. So
You
I
don't
don't
know about his
anything.
background. You don't know about his heritage. You
That's
don't know
fine.
anything like that. It's just his background. Just know of it. He's just a person.
So after all
What do
that,
I
then,
know of him?
No.
No.
So you're the same.
Just
Zoe.
Arwen, I would know some of
Arwen,
that.
you know, because Arwen has been around for much longer, and because of her connections. Aragorn has no connections and hasn't been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
ask.
Gandalf, you know from folklore and songs and tales and things like that.
We both know.
Yes, you both know Gandalf from folklore and tales and stuff like that. A lot of people think Gandalf's just a mythical legend figure. That people have spoken about, I've spoken to Gandalf, you know what I mean? Like, okay, this is like the Tooth
Now
Fairy.
I get to know these guys, and
Yeah, it's like the Tooth Fairy kind of thing, you know? So,
Yeah.
I've actually met the Tooth Fairy.
So
no, well, yeah.
I want to go up to the. I was going to call him a cabin boy, but is he a cabin boy? It's not.
He's like a
He's
deckhand.
a
He's a
deckhand.
deckhand.
I want to go up to him and I want to ask him what his deal is, what he's doing, who he is.
He just keeps. He's in Middle Earth. Sometimes it's not uncommon to find get an apprenticeship.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure he's just a normal guy, just working off.
Yeah,
something,
he's basically apprenticeship. He wants to be able to sail boats in the future, and he wants to be able to like have his own trade route. And he grew up on the river, and all he's known is these boats going up and down the river kind of thing. And it's always been his like life's ambition to be able to run his own boat. So he's just doing an apprenticeship.
Okay, that's cool. So
Occasionally,
I'm pretty
like
good.
skippers do take on like extra hands, like cabin boys or like deck hands or something like that. And some of them take them on to go to deep, like ocean voyages, and some of them take them on just as fishermen, and some of them take them on as traders, and some of them take them on as like pilots. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's been taken on as deckhand, just to keep the boat maintained, and to keep it clean, and to look after the boat when skipper's not about.
So can I ask him what he thinks what's in the crates?
Manure.
Is that what he says? He says manure.
You can smell it.
Okay, but because I can't, can I? I'm used to the.
You're used to it. I mean, if you get right up next to it and stick your nose in it, then you're gonna know it's manure. But
Oh, so is it like open crate box, not a sealed?
No,
container?
the seals,
okay,
the caps
sorry.
on top. But yes, if you go right up next to it, you're gonna say, "Yep, that's manure." You'd probably actually be able to tell you what horse it came from.
Okay,
You know.
I'm not
Do
good.
it, Lee. Smell it. Smell the poop.
I smelled this before.
You can say that looks like it's come out of a young mare, probably about 2-year-old, maybe from the lowlands.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is
It's been living on apples and brambles for the last 6 months. Something along those lines.
now. Can I ask a question? Yeah, can I ask you a question? What does because I've totally forgotten what Essen Ways and Essen Hand does.
Oh, gold. Yeah, sure.
Magic.
Yep.
You channel it from the nature.
From nature and the elements.
One of them is allowing me to sort of sense it, but I can't remember which one it was.
Essence Ways. Essence Hand gives you vibrations, which allows you to actually vibrate an object. If it's made of glass or anything like that, it takes a
that's
resistance
right, yeah.
roll and calls it to shatter. Oh, at one single target, you can concentrate up to 5 pounds. The target must be under 5 pounds or less.
Yeah.
It could be a ceramic, it could be a mirror, or it could be a window, it could be glass, or it could be a lantern. 1 minute per level, so level 1, so you got 1 minute and up to a range of 100 feet.
Right. Yeah.
Essence Ways is being able to detect essence.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I couldn't remember what they did.
It doesn't tell you what it does,
No,
but
but
it
yeah,
detects
the big
any item or active spell from the essence realm. In other words, any elemental or offensive spell. Each round caster can concentrate on an area 5 foot in radius within a range of 100 feet. So you can concentrate on an object 100 feet away, but only an object under 5 foot in radius.
It's
Concentrate for 1 minute. It just tells you that there's a magical property around it, but won't tell you what the magical property does.
I was thinking about trying to do that to
Well, the manure?
No, no, to the lady, the other lady, not Estelle, the other one,
She's an elf.
Arwen.
Arwen.
You want to do a detect essence on Arwen.
I was going to, but I don't know.
I don't think you'll get a lot out of it, to be honest. You could
No?
try.
Because she's an elf, then does that mean she's just completely the opposite